Oh yeah, I can hear you. You just sound real whispery.
No, I'm making
Like,
sure that everything's going on with my mic
Oh,
and
okay.
yes. Sometimes it changes the like what is connected to.
Mm.
And I gotta make sure like if I don't pay attention to that, it doesn't record the voice. Well, yeah. There's some times where like the first 5 minutes hasn't been on just because I didn't test it. Sorry about that, Chris.
uh-oh.
Goodness. Yeah.
Yeah, my OBX is weird. Like, I'll toggle between the speakers on my computer and the headset because I get tired of wearing a headset. And I went to record something like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I switched while OBX was already opened from speakers to headset, and it didn't pick up any of the sound from the computer, just my headset mic. It was really weird. So
Hmm.
it's one of those things that anytime you don't give yourself 5 or 10 minutes beforehand, something inevitably seems to go wrong. So
Yeah.
yeah. All right. I think we've got everybody because mm, come on, brain. Um,
That's
so,
straight. Well,
somebody,
no.
yeah,
David.
Davian was running late. Right. Okay. And we're down to 5, which is totally cool. All right. So, last week on Saltmarsh Sun, you guys had using an entrance previously guarded by Hydroloth. You had found your way into um, the manor at Daggerford and decided to investigate the basement and discover the rumored sub-basement beneath it. You were successful through bullshittery and spell to infiltrate it without raising an alarm? Question mark. And you are now in the limestone caverns beneath Daggerford Manor, exploring the vault of this noble succubus, trying to figure out what exactly is going on here. So that's where we left off, is facing 2 identical doors. So let me drag you over to that there dungeon.
What was the question mark? I thought we were successful. Now I'm
Oh,
worried.
well, part of my job is to create like an air of mystery. So it's easy sometimes to just throw a question mark out there, like, and since you can't see my face, you couldn't see me say without raising an alarm, evil smirk. So the question mark just kind of fills in for the evil smirk that you would have seen in a live game. So
Cause I imagine your face is the wizard man from Adventure Time.
yeah, it's kind of like having like when you play online without web cameras, like everyone needs to be an Elcor from like Mass Effect. And you just need to state your emotional well-being as you go. So like sinister mystery in my voice. You made it in without sounding the alarm, something like that, so that you guys kind of get the idea that maybe we didn't get that kind of thing. Anyways, here we are.
Quick question:
So
did we take a short
sure.
rest? Cause I'm at full health. The
Yeah, I think so.
I think you did in fact take a
Yeah,
short
I
rest. Yep.
used arcane recovery, so I'm
Yep.
assuming.
yeah. I was just double checking. I wanna cheat. Okay, let's go.
Where's
Never that.
Mario?
Where are we?
Mario is invisible, as his kind like to be.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the first thing he did when the demon dog showed up. He was like, "Nope."
Yeah. I mean, he reappeared to help save
Oh yeah,
somebody's
I was like,
life. Yeah. Which
Yeah.
is
potion.
not what his peeps usually do, unless they have some other more sinister plan, involved. So,
Yeah,
I'm just tenderizing you all.
become a devil pirate.
amen, amen. Needs to be more devil pirates. Definitely adding that to Skull and Shackles for sure, if it doesn't make it into this game. Skull and Shackles is like the it's like the leftover gumbo that you make with all the shit in the refrigerator. So like anything that gets cut from like other campaigns, we just throw that onto a random island in Skull and Shackles. So
Oh no, I feel like they're gonna be fighting cucumbers soon.
for
Or
sure,
pickles.
for sure.
Or a random island could one day be our
Before
random
we
island
progress
and
any
fighting us.
further, I want you to know that cruel cumbers are a real thing. It's a
Wait,
real
what?
monster. Okay. Cruel cumbers. It's a type of plant creature.
Well, now I know their
I don't know if you're
weakness is
serious or
a
you're just
sleep
bullshitting
storm.
us.
Oh god.
This is no bullshit, sir. Someday,
It's
some group, somewhere, is gonna go to their island and have to fight them and the pickle sauruses. That's
Well,
my
I'm
I'm,
sorry,
dream.
guys.
well, I'm gonna
We're gonna go back to
digress
our
here.
island, and there's gonna be pickle sources everywhere. It's all my fault because I didn't
I've
believe the DM.
I've even got a pickle saurus miniature ready to rock when it happens. So
Polymorph. My next polymorph will be a pickle
th-
source.
there he is. So
Okay, that's not as horrific as I thought it was gonna be.
It was totally
Mm.
horrific.
I'm sure it
I have no
does
idea what
terrible
you're talking
things to
about.
you, but it's like visually, I was thinking it would be horrific.
it's pretty cute. It's honestly in full size, moving around. It's pretty adorable. Yeah.
My tears were seen
Honestly, I
horizontal.
was expecting something more along the lines of the coconut dragon.
Oh God.
It Freddy Cougar than that thing.
Fair, fair. All right. So Davian, who's sort of a rogue. You're all sort of rogues. Afra is a rogue. The door is open. It leads to a rectangular chamber, 20 feet deep and 40 feet wide, with a 15-foot high ceiling, supported by 4 completely unnecessary pillars. There are 2 identical doors that look spoopy and dangerous. And there is a suit of armor on the ground in front of the northernmost door, but there's no one in the armor.
I do believe I'm still detecting magic.
Sure, sure.
So,
Both doors have runes on them.
the armor magical?
The armor is not magical.
I'm honestly more relieved that it isn't.
The northernmost door has transmutation magic on it, whereas the southernmost door has abjuration magic on it.
Do we want to bet that opening the northern door will cause the suit to animate?
Possibility.
I will not take that.
Can I try and like decipher the runes on the door and see what they do?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
You want one for both doors or one for each door?
One for each door.
Alright, so we'll do the southern door first.
Okay. Okay. It's pretty basic stuff. It's an alarm spell.
Alright, and then the northern door.
It's you're proud of yourself because you are not able to cast spells of this level. But it is a disintegration rune.
Ooh.
Put that on something you really want to
Which
protect.
is confusing to you because you were under the impression that disintegrate destroyed everything, the wearer and their equipment. So why would there be an empty suit of armor in front of the door?
Do I feel like if I try and dispel it and I fail, it'll backfire and disintegrate me?
I mean, generally with traps, that is always there's always a chance. The normal thing is failing by 5 or more. It is set to essentially fire a ray similar to the spell.
Oh, so in that case, I'm gonna move away.
That's not really the type of person that wants to risk her life opening a fucking door.
I mean, but man, imagine what's on the other side of it.
Yeah,
That it's
that's
protected by
easy.
disintegrate.
That's easy for you to say.
Yes, it is easy for me to say.
Do we want to explore the door in the other door of the foyer, or are we going to stay here and debate what to do?
I just need to ask myself some personal questions real quick. Just give me a moment.
You hear a voice on your shoulder, and it says,
Yeah, take all the time that you need. Take all the time that you need. It's fine. It's fine. Honestly, you could probably get the bird guy to open the door.
Garuda is literally sitting over your shoulder, have no clue what's going on because he can't hear anything. He got the rat exercise here, so he's just looking over your shoulder like, what?
yeah.
Can I hear that from sort of in the back?
I mean,
Or is he whispering that to Jenna?
he's whispering right in her ear. But if you feel suspicious, you could be rolling of an invisible whispering creature. You could roll a perception check. Okay, yeah, I mean, you could hear sort of creepy eldritch whispers, but beyond that, not much.
I will continue holding up this wall.
It kind of fits with the spookiness of the dungeon in general. Oh, and Jenna, it's gonna test out if you speak Infernal or not. Do you speak Infernal?
Don't.
Okay. It's disappointed, but it's nothing that you can't work on. He has a great course, that he can run you through. You should be speaking the language of devils in less than 40 days.
Nice.
Yeah.
We'll work on that.
You're gonna need that for some of the cool stuff he wants to show you.
I'm really excited. So, I could try and dispel this door, right? Or I could polymorph someone to an ape, and then they could just open up the door, eat the damage, but you'll be an ape, so you probably won't die. Any volunteers?
Yeah,
No, last time you turned someone into
we
an
don't
ape,
use
someone
exploding
died.
dice, so I mean that's that's actually strong math.
Do I have a volunteer?
Is that a character or out of character?
No, that's in character.
No, that was me being in character saying that.
Garuda, give me an insight check. Okay. Yeah, you are pretty sure Jenna needs help. She's asking for volunteers. She's asking for the bravest and the best among the crew to step up for some important task. You can't hear what it is because you're effective earhole plugs, but you're pretty darn sure that she needs someone to step up and do what no one else can do.
Because Garuda is smart, he knows that with his ears closed in, if he speaks out loud, he'll yell. So he
Right? Okay.
whispers, I'll do it, Jenna. Jenna, whatever you need, I'll do it. Pick me.
Alright, I'm gonna polymorph him into a giant ape, and I'm
Okay.
gonna tell him to open that door.
All right. I
And I'm
think we
gonna
have.
tell everyone else to get back.
Let's see. We got a giant ape. Let me give him control of it. Now,
I'm
keep
gonna
in
go in the
mind,
other room.
Garuda, as a giant ape, your intelligence is only 7, so 1 lower than normal. So, accounts an ape and must think about ape stuff. So climbing buildings, swatting biplanes out of the air, finding hot blonde ladies to hold in your hand in a creepy way. Bananas, playing the Congo drums, shooting yourself out of exploding barrel cannons. I could go on all day. There's a lot of stuff that monkeys like to do. But you do remember who your friends are. That is the most powerful magic of polymorph, is the magic of friendship. You do remember who your friends are. All right, so let me activate this for you, controlled by Garuda. All right, and then we'll drag this sweet baby out.
Is there a character sheet for the big ape? Oh.
Yep, it'll be in the beast folder. Or you can just double click and it should open up that miniature for you.
Yes, it does, Chef.
All right, and this should have 157 health. Fucking A.
All right. And
Okay.
eight gorilla just sits there.
Okay.
Well,
Now I will
since-
say, when you're polymorphed, your earplugs were absorbed into your mass as you were kind of filled out into an ape. So you are naked. Don't worry about your unmentionables. The gorilla actually has one of the smallest penises of any mammal in relation to its size. So there's a lot of fur down there, so you don't have to be embarrassed. Nobody could see.
But they've also got huge balls.
Yes, that is true. You like a tanuki, I guess.
How
I
do you
actually
guys
have.
know this?
Look. One of my good friends, she has like an animal calendar, and she was in my Tomb Annihilation game, and every week I was bombarded with animal facts. And for some reason, the way my brain works is, if it doesn't want to know something, it knows it forever. So,
I
but
agree.
yeah, if you want to be fully immersed, I do have a testicles miniature that I could drop that you could carry around with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I need
God,
that.
dude.
All right, hold on. There we go. All right, make sure you keep those safe. There you go.
If I can carry it, yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops, there's two. You would not have four. That would not be.
He's not a Krogan.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of magic that Jenna's been experimenting with, but
Are they under his mini? I
there
don't.
you go.
Oh, never mind. There they.
Right.
Never.
Perfect placement. Oh, take DM inspiration. Oh man.
All right, Gruda, go
Can't
open
take
that door.
can't take double illustration. Okay, what am
Go, go open that door.
Okay, Greedo will move to the door, and he will point at it.
Yep, and I'll nod, and then I'll get back behind the wall.
Okay.
Open
It,
it now, Garuda.
Don't
it's a
forget your nuts.
very it's a very I am Groot situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I mean, a 7 intelligence, pretty smart.
Yeah, no, it is. It is.
Um, so I punched the door.
God.
Okay. You punch the door. The runes glow a sickly lime green. They fire a disintegration ray at you. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
It does not have one, goddammit. So it's just
Just hit that dex button. Mathematically, without exploding dice, there's no way that this could kill you.
that's an 8.
Okay. You're gonna take what does it say here? Shitload of force damage. So let's see.
I'm sorry.
All right, here it comes. That's not too bad. 62 points of force damage. Had this damage reduced you to 0, you'd be turned into a fine white dust.
Does the door open?
Yeah. I mean, are you trying to smash this door open?
Yeah.
Go ahead and go ahead, because it is locked. So go ahead and give me a strength check, unless the ape has athletics.
Yes, he does.
Oh yeah, you just fucking yeah, you Donkey Konga that shit right
Okay,
open.
that's
Just
not.
all right. letting out ferocious ape sounds, yeah, you get that door wide open.
He pushes it. He gets hit by disintegration. He looks back at Jenna.
You're so brave. Jenna gives him a banana.
Where did Jenna get the banana?
Mean.
Asking the real
Snacks.
questions.
Snacks. I brought snacks.
Jenna brought stacks.
It's in the same bag of holding as her Daikon radish or cucumber, that eggplant she got at the marketplace. You know, snacks.
Alright.
Snacks. All right, beyond is a 10-foot wide, 10-foot high passage that goes for 10 feet before opening up into what looks like a small crypt, or large. I don't know how you judge crypts. The crypt is 20 feet wide and extends 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 feet. There are 8 alcoves, 4 on each of the north and south walls, and a very arched, mini cathedral feel to the whole room. The highest point in the room is 20 feet up, and you do see at the very far side of the room one of them glass Sleeping Beauty coffins that were so popular back when they were putting people into magical sleeps. There is a person sleeping in the coffin, but from here it is impossible to tell who or what is inside.
Well, I want to go in.
Yeah, I'll go in behind her. I'm gonna look at Groot and be like, "You stay ape. If enemy hit." Okay, glad we got that figured out.
I literally didn't know what you said because you broke out halfway through. But
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I said, "You stay ape. If enemy hit them."
Okay. Apes have no language, so you go full Tarzan Jane and say stuff to Ape Garuda, and Ape Garuda, you hear Pretty Woman, who your friend, make good sounds.
Okay. So I'll follow her.
I will look after Garuda.
Okay.
I'll follow her.
I'm gonna start investigating this
I will
room.
put my hand on his arm and sort of gesture. No, no, you and I, like pointing to myself and then to him, and then point down to the ground. Stay here.
Oh, okay. So I'll pick up Pietro, then follow her.
All right. You squeeze through the doorway.
Oh
I
man.
really can't go. I can't fit there.
I keep tapping him on his forearm, saying, and my hand gesture saying, "No, no."
Your massive
Go
gorilla
back.
balls dragging along the ground behind you. All right. So in the room, Davian, Jenna, Afra, in each of the 8 alcoves is a human skeleton. The skeletons all appear to be beautifully cleaned of any flesh, polished, and in some places gilded or bedazzled. Historically, this was a real thing people did, it turns out. And I feel like if I wasn't going to cremate my own human body when I was done with it, I would definitely be down for that. Because why come back as a skeleton if you could be a fab skeleton? Um, each of the 8 skeletons is shackled to the alcove by its wrists, and each of them has its head turned so that its eye sockets are aimed directly at the dais containing the glass coffin. In the chest of each of these skeletons burns a flickering magenta flame.
Hmm. I would like to look for non magical traps on my way up to the glass casket.
Sure, sure. Uh, as you are doing that, give me an investigation. Jenna, you still have Dispel Magic going or no? Is it,
Detect magic.
or
No, it's
Detect Magic? Okay,
concentration. I'm
fair enough. And you're
concentrating
concentrating on the sweet boy out here.
Yep.
Okay. All right, Afra, you determine a lot of things. Everything that I mentioned previously, but you also see that there are runes or letters carved into the woodwork frame of this sarcophagus. You also see that the sarcophagus is not actually made of glass, but of a very rare underdark mineral known colloquially as glass steel. It is a transparent metal.
Okay.
You also notice in the glass coffin is a woman. The woman looks like Lady Daggerford.
Okay. Okay. And yell out, "Hey, I think I found the real Lady Daggerford." Maybe.
Or it could be the succubus resting during the day.
Do they do that?
I don't know. This seems
Uh,
awfully convenient.
Jenna, your nerd stuff, in 5th edition at least, many, if not most, fiends do actually require food and sleep.
May actually be succubus. I don't see why she would keep her alive.
Well, I don't know.
All right, Garuda, are you staying out in the hall, or do you want to try to squeeze through the door?
Yeah, I would try to squeeze through the door with PHO
Okay,
in
yeah,
my hands.
you'll eventually make it.
Can I try and read the runes?
Yeah, sure. The runes are written in a fierce-looking alphabet that makes you feel bad when you look at it, and makes you feel excited at the possibilities that they might hold. It's sort of a nauseating beauty in the script. On your shoulder, you hear,
Yeah. that's the mother tongue right there. That's the mother tongue.
What's it say?
Oh, it says, never look away from the true Lady of Daggerford.
I'm gonna use divine sense to see if I sense a fiend
okay.
in the casket.
In the caskets, you see, which is the prerequisite for this very limited yet useful ability, it is neither celestial fiend nor undead.
I will inform the others.
You mind grabbing my balls real quick, Crash?
Oh yeah, sure. So you leave your ball. Oh, they got stuck in the wall. Oh, I hate when that happens. Okay.
Thanks, dude.
That
Appreciate
is, if they get stuck in a wall, then I suppose, between the slats of a chair.
Alright, no one touch anything. So these skeletons, right, with
Mhm.
like the burning flame, it seems kind of like a defense mechanism almost, or like some kind of ritual, like magic related. Like, can I see if like I have any idea what's going on with them?
Sure. Give me an Arcana check as you study the flames. Mm. Your mind races with the possibilities. The room filling with deadly magenta fire, each one being a dormant fire elemental waiting to wake up and kill everyone. Them kind of creating a wall of fire between each skeleton for a total of 4 walls of fire. Yeah, you're just off to the races trying to come up with all the different things that could be happening here.
Well, I see that we've got 2 possibilities. 1, we wake her up. 2, we leave.
Yeah,
Afra, as you continue to look about with your very good investigation check, you do notice that of all 8 skeletons, this skeleton right here seems to be posed a bit differently than the rest, as if it was moved aside and not put back where it belonged.
I will step up to it and look closer while being sure not to touch anything.
Sure. Give me an additional investigation check.
Can I look around the room, see if I see anything that would spark my 7 intelligence eye?
Yeah, sure. Give me a perception check there, Ape Garuda. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there is a pretty woman. She's not small enough to fit in your hand, but you could carry her to the top of a tall building if you needed to, and maybe brush her hair with one of your fingies.
I'm gonna look at Davian and say, I can't make out anything over here. Can you take a look? Something looks weird about the skeleton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll definitely. Afra says something's weird about it. There's probably something weird about it, so he will. He'll take a look. Do you want a perception and investigation on this one?
Yeah, give me an investigation. Yeah. Kind of building off what Afra had, you do concur that the skeleton being in a different position could mean a number of things. One, these skeletons animate, and when they went back to rest, they didn't. This one just didn't, sync up like the rest, because magic. This skeleton has been moved out of the way because somebody went past it, but there's a solid wall behind it, so not sure how that works. Or perhaps when the person was setting this place up, they just got sloppy on the last one.
I'm gonna try and check the wall behind it. I'm gonna do my best to not adjust its gaze.
Yeah, I would say with the 2 checks that you've already had, the 2 attempts that you've already made, in your guts, you feel that more than likely there is a passage here, but your investigation checks just all they reveal is that the passage is so well designed, so well built that you cannot sort of discern where that is. Like you think it's there, but like the means of opening it, like there doesn't seem to be any hinges, there doesn't seem to be any buttons.
It's just beyond us at this time. Masterfully crafted.
Now that being said, a wall's a wall. I mean, you have other means to bypass a wall.
It's true.
We
It
could also
also
just
may.
open the door to the south, and
Yeah.
that's probably the other side of it. So, Davian's gonna ask Jenna. So, are we gonna try and wake this one up and maybe bring her to the paladins as proof that real Lady Daggerford is different than succubus Lady Daggerford?
I think ideally our mission never involves us speaking with the paladins. Remember, we're here as hitmen.
Yeah.
We're simply in this basement to rob it of its treasures. So, think about this, right?
Placing the real Lady Daggerford back on the throne after assassinating the succubus might be a good way of ensuring that Lady Daggerford holds Saltmarsh in high esteem. Owes
It
some
could,
favors.
but we don't know what this one would do. I hate to say it, and I don't like the idea of leaving someone in a coffin I don't know what's going on there. But Jenna is right. We are here to eliminate, not to supplant.
Yeah, and not having anyone on the throne would create some chaos, and that will just be
That is
helpful
the
for
ultimate.
everyone.
Also, I remember all the research we did. The original Lady Daggerford was rather dull and not very keen.
Yeah.
Well,
Why don't we move on
can
for
wait.
now, and we can come back if and when we need to.
I think we should explore the other door.
Yes.
Several doors in a whole nother direction.
Yeah.
Alright. Come back here. I'm gonna think about it while we're moving on. I'm gonna
Alright.
cast Dispel Magic on the alarm spell.
Okay.
There's David's just gonna do a quick search in the sarcophagus alcove to make sure that they're not missing anything.
Sure. Yeah, you see that she is dressed in a beautiful, like sort of purple, magenta, burgundy kind of getup. The colors actually accent each other really well. Whoever picked out the dress did a bold yet good job. She is laying completely, what is it, recumbent, right? Like just like down, arms crossed in front of the chest like a vampire. Just eyes closed, face staring upwards. She does not seem to have anything fancy or valuable on her, like any sort of jewelry or anything like that.
All right.
Okay. You feel that this door is no longer alarmed. These doors are busted. Yeah, they got Donkey Konged, so they're done.
I helped Dutchy Kong out the door. Thanks.
I'll open these doors.
Okay, give me a thieves' tools.
Oh, they're locked. Okay.
Mm,
While we're waiting,
I'm
I
gonna
will
see that it's locked, and I'm gonna go to David and say, "You should open these doors."
okay.
I will try and again communicate to Garuda to put me down.
He's got his pretty little lass in his hands though now. He's happy.
I am not a lass. I am a man.
Afra, are you assisting with this task?
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
I will.
It was a quality lock on a spooky door, but you managed to get it. So,
I put
well done.
Pietro down. I pat his head.
Thank you, Garuda.
Once he unlocks it, he'll step back to let Afra open the door.
All right, Afra. Beyond, you see a 10-foot by 10-foot hallway. It extends an additional 10 feet to a landing that makes a sharp right turn down some steep stone steps.
Mm. We're going
Davian,
downstairs here, guys.
David will
I'm
mention to Afra. It looks like that passage does not lead to this side.
yeah. I'm gonna just for funsies. I want to check this wall to see if there's a passage on this side.
Sure.
I will assist.
All right. You are confident that the other side of this wall would be the tomb, but that there is no pre-made passage from here to there.
Okay. I'll head downstairs.
Okay.
Yes,
Uh,
please, monkey boy.
Davian. Okay, yeah. Davian was gonna say to
Here,
Jenna.
I
I
will
don't.
I will have to shrink this monkey down so you but you are still a huge creature, so you're gonna be squeezing if you follow them in the passage.
Okay, that
All
works.
right. As you turn the corner, Afra, you did see that at the end of a roughly 35, 40-foot passage, there was some ornate mosaic tiles and another set of double doors similar to the ones that you have gone through.
Hmm.
We should not open those just yet. That
Yeah.
could kill us.
I wanna like get up to the ornate tiles and like squat down and look at them, examine them.
Yeah, I'm a helper.
Okay. As Afra, as you walk towards these tiles, go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Ugh.
Okay. You are able to jump back just in time the 10 feet before the red tiles, the floor opens up, revealing a pit trap full of acid.
Oof. Well, that was a fake out.
Still doesn't mean there couldn't be something on the door.
Yeah, no, I know. Can I?
Monkey, Patron, someone throw me across.
Oh, God.
Well, honestly, your arms are long enough. Just set me across.
I run up, no, without hesitation, I run up to Jenna, pick her up, pat her head, and then I hurl her across.
You like football her into the door?
Not into the.
Jenna, give me an acrobatics check for landing. Garuda, give me an athletics check for control.
Oh, God.
Sorry. Athletics.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you have perfect control, but she just sort of like ragdolls to the floor. Just plop. Yeah.
Perfect spiral. The receiver just can't catch it.
Yeah, you could tell that this woman does not have that many muscles in her body, and even her tiny frame was too much with the extra weight of the fall. She just crumples when she lands.
Yeah, I'll get up, look at Garuda like, thanks, and I'll investigate the door.
Okay. All right. Checking out that door. Yeah. Oof. As you investigate the door, you feel that the door leads nowhere. It is a false door.
Oh.
Okay.
Do you want to try to open it anyways?
No, not if
No?
that's what
Okay.
I feel. I'm gonna. Garuda, reach over, pick me up.
Unfortunately, this giant ape, well, he does have a 10-foot reach. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. He like stretches his gorilla arms because he's actually very, very big. And you are able to sort of grab hold and very awkwardly wrap your arms and legs around his arm, and he's able to drag you back over.
Jenna, do you know knock?
No.
Do we still have the knock scroll from when we were trying to open up the chest?
Well, we used it, didn't we?
I could not recall. Wait, why am I even asking that question? I wasn't even in the room. I'm metagaming. Sorry.
No worries. I don't know what you guys talk
you're
about when you're.
remembering what
Yeah.
I'm not remembering, but I don't have a knock scroll in my inventory. Well, that door goes to nowhere. Is this door over here?
Who puts the alarm on nowhere door?
That would be a good question. If I knew,
Someone.
if someone was asking it.
Oh wait, yeah, forgot. Tell us. Sorry. Not metagaming. Sorry, Crash.
Yeah.
Shutting up.
No worries. Yeah, you are thinking monkey thoughts. So
Banana, poop linking, whatnot.
the party has split up.
I mean, it's probably just a like it's trapped basically. It's alarm to lure somebody into it thinking there's something valuable in there, and it's trapped.
That is, maybe. I don't know. It seems awfully elaborate.
Or it's one of them old school D&D traps that isn't a trap that you're supposed to swim to the bottom of the acid pool, and then there's a switch you flick that then opens another part of the dungeon.
The acid
So you-
pool wasn't really acid.
There's yeah, man, them old school dungeons is wild. They're wild. You ever want to experience something that weird? Play the Rick and Morty adventure. The whole thing is like that, of just weird dungeon crawl stuff.
Are you ever gonna run that?
Someday. Someday. All right, so you're back in this main chamber, 25 feet up, door to the south, still closed, unlit sconces on the walls. Passage on the northwest leads back into limestone caverns and the exit.
So was this door locked?
Pretty sure this door was alarmed as well, right?
Correct.
All right.
Well, unfortunately, I do have dragon scale mail, so if anyone would take a dip, it would be me. If we wanted to see if there was.
Oh, and please don't swim in that
Don't do
acid.
that.
It will be very bad. Yeah.
I didn't
But-
say I wanted to do it.
But know that stuff like that does happen. The water temple in Ocarina of Time is a taste of how bad dungeons used to be, or good, depending on how you feel about that stuff.
All right, I cast dispel magic on the alarm spell.
All right. The dungeon greedily eats all of your spell slots.
Yeah, I'm getting real upset about this. Go ahead and open it up, Davey.
I would have ceased. As I
Is it
almost
locked?
finished.
Davian, this door is not locked when you go to check it out.
He'll, like, with a flourish, just opens the door.
It also seems to get a heck of a lot more traffic than the other doors that you've encountered. Whoa, I moved the whole dungeon there. Nice. Okay. All right. As you head down, yeah, you spot stuff. And stuff spots you. They reach for their initiative dice because intruders.
We just said BRB, but I'm pretty sure he'd be like closer to us all.
Oh yeah, he'd be squeezing down that hallway. He'd be moving a little slow because of squeezing.
Well, shit.
Turn back, sir.
No worries.
Roll monkey initiative.
Rolling monkey initiative. Oof.
Well, that kind of works out.
You'd rather be in that one
At least
initiative
it'll give
than
us
an
a chance
attack.
the rest of us to give out of the way.
Let's see. Okay, and then we go to some combat-y music. I'm gonna keep it simple for this one.
Oh fuck. Today's Mother Days. Anybody forgot?
It was my whole morning. I woke up at 6:30 to run my Mother's Day errands so that I could be here for you guys. So.
I do appreciate, though, that you tried to make sure we were all aware, Garuda. In case anyone was like, "Oh crap!"
It may have just been me, literally. So.
Alrighty. Yeah. Let's see what happens. These jabrones to the southeast, they look like big burly men with beards of razor sharp tentacles, long spiraling horns, and scales. At the ready are some nasty black iron glaives, and they seem quite proficient with them. Yeah. So they begin to shout at each other in Infernal, and not knowing no better, he just hears his buddy say, "Go around the corner." He's going to rush forward, and as he looks around, he sees that there are a great many people. Way more than he thought there would be. Let's see. Oh, damn, it really works. Okay. Oh. Hold on. I learned something new about Roll20. I was trying it out real quick. Okay. So, yeah. Let's see. He's got a 30-foot speed. Oh, geez. What happened there? Oh, no. Oh, that was weird. So, you know how you could pop out your character sheet? I popped out this bearded devil, and it opened a new instance of Roll20 instead of the devil's character sheet.
Oh, that's bizarre.
Yeah. Oh, well, hey, at least it's running. I heard a lot of games yesterday they didn't even get to play. Okay. So, as he rushes up, he's still got some speed left. He sees that he's in a target-rich environment. He's got to make a decision here about who he's going to attack. He will attack this guy because he looks like a guy who knows what he's doing and wants to make sure he takes this guy out. This looks like a confused little woman, and he doesn't have time for that. So.
Oh, that's so cute how he underestimated the person who's going to end up killing him.
All right. He rushes forward and fans his beard at you.
Meh?
Oh, wait, that's his glaive attack. Yeah, whatever. That's fine.
Does not hit.
Okay.
I get my shield up just in time.
Oh, okay. And then he's going to try, and now he's going to try to beard you.
That just sounds so bizarre.
Yeah.
His beard is tickling my shield, I guess.
Alrighty. So, I'm so curious about this thing I did, but I probably should have practiced it beforehand. Anyways, okay. So he rushes up, and that is what he does. He looks around and is like, huh, okay. Maybe I was a little too aggressive. Afra, small woman, to you.
Well, I'm gonna just step up behind him, bonus action cast Shadow Blade, and
Okay.
stab him.
All right. It is shadowy, so yeah.
I have advantage.
Uh,
That's something.
this guy is relying only on his cool combat vest and his scaly body for armor. So he only has an armor class of 13. So that hits.
Yay. For 24 damage.
Holy shit. That is a lot of damage. He lets out a guttural sound. You read the subtitles. It says "oof." All capital letters.
Oh no, I already used my bonus action, so I cannot offhand attack. So
All right.
that will be it for me.
Sounds good. All right. This bearded devil is going to rush forward to here. As he does, this one's going to call back at him, and this guy's going to nod, duck behind the wall, and ready in action. All right, Jenna, you're up.
Jenna's gonna move into the room.
Okay. As you move into the room, you see the same stuff that everybody else did, but it's probably a good time for some flavor text. The worked limestone dungeon opens back up into limestone caverns. There are large stalagmites and tights whose tips have fused together, forming stone pillars. The teeth of such a formation form a makeshift barrier here. You can move through it, but moving through it will cost difficult terrain. You do see a stone statue down here, which is interesting. And let's see. hopping inside a couple people real quick. Jenna, you see another stone statue to the west of your location, deeper into the caverns. It seems to be broken and shattered.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna frostbite.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Your heart is only half full as you cast the spell, knowing that this creature more than likely has magic resistance.
Yeah, I know.
It does. It makes the save.
Mm. I'm gonna go spend the rest of my movement and go look at the statue.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. The statue is of a startlingly beautiful woman. Appears to be some sort of elf. Alrighty. Let's see. This guy is going to shout more stuff in Infernal.
Mario, what are they saying?
As he does, you hear the sound of more units rolling into initiative.
Does Mario translate for me quietly?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's calling for reinforcements.
You're gonna need him. Okay.
All right. Let's see. Let me reset this then. There we go. All right, and then he is going to, yeah, he can make it. He's going to rush up to here, and he's going to try to slash Afra with his glaive. It has a 10-foot reach. Here we go.
That
11 does not hit. All right. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I think this guy will move up. No, wait. This guy's going to do some administrative tasks. All right. Okay, that brings us to this cutie.
Davian is going to move here.
Wait, you're not this cutie. You have horrible, like, chitinous stuff all over your body, man.
My face is pretty. My face is pretty.
I just got done playing Final Fantasy Remake. I know what a pretty man looks like, okay? So.
Hey, he did seduce, well, distract something, the wild Karen that appeared. So
That's true. That's true.
It's just when I take my clothes off that it's hideous.
Oh.
Oh.
Or not, but I mean, now 2020, I'd say anything goes. Anything goes. You're like a insect furry, right? So that's sadly a thing. All right. So this creature is very slow, and it begins its ponderous journey to investigate who is in its cave and what is going on here. All right. Let's see. It doesn't see anybody, but it hears a bunch of stuff, so it's going to keep going. All right. There it goes. Comes out into the room. It looks around. You see, despite not seeing them in that particular picture, an 8-legged reptilian creature. It has a beautiful growth of minerals in its scales that are sort of purple, pink, turquoise. Its eyes glow with a malicious magic. Its mouth drips with venom. And there is the smell of brimstone and evil about the creature. All right. Now, Davian, you're up. You need to make a Constitution saving throw as you catch sight of the creature and it catches sight of you.
All right.
Whoosh. You feel confident that if you had gotten any lower, something really bad would have happened.
That's terrifying. I am going to trust that Pietro has that guy well in hand.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna quickly maneuver myself to here. And
OOC, Davian's player, had to play a substitute character for like 4 weeks, I think, because of something related to a creature like this. So I could understand that.
Pietro's character knows what this is and is very worried for Pietro's well-being moving forward.
oh, this is great.
You bastard.
So, yeah, Davian will strike at this guy here.
Okay.
And this being this day, he is using the Crimson Dagger as his primary weapon.
Mm.
Oh, 13.
13 is enough. These guys are very confident, and they don't wear armor. They just wear their cool combat vests.
Oh, cool. So 12 damage.
All right, and this is delivered by a magical weapon.
It is delivered.
All right,
by
he is bloodied.
Very nice. Yeah, that'll be all for this round.
Jenna, you watch the magic of sword, understanding maybe for the first time why your father keeps sword people around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wish that's why I keep them around.
The power of the sword goes all the way back to first edition, especially when dealing with outsiders. Alrighty, that brings us to Mario. Mario is going to stay invisible and going to use the dodge action. He's very helpful. Pietro, you're up. Oh, wait, sorry, Mario has to make a Constitution save, or something bad happens to him. Sorry, Mario. If you're gonna play, you gotta play. Alright. Is this a magical effect? I would assume it is. Yes. So he gets advantage because he has magic resistance. Yeah, he's fine.
Oh, thank
God.
Alright, Pietro, for you. Or to you.
Do I need to start by making a Constitution?
Yes. Okay, you're fine.
Do I know what this creature is? Well, let me rephrase it. Does Pietro know what this creature is?
Yeah, let's see if Pietro knows. Go ahead and give me a knowledge nature check. Yeah, this is a basilisk, but unlike any you've ever seen. It has a lot of unusual properties about it and an unnatural aura about it. But essentially, traditional basilisk, if you can see them and they can see you and you're within a certain range, you will be turned to stone. Saving does not make you immune to the effects, so it keeps happening over and over and over again.
Okay.
Beyond that, the basilisk doesn't have much to write home about. It has a powerful bite, but at your guys' level, it's not the most accurate thing in the world. They're strong, but not crazy strong. Clumsy, stupid, and I guess a little perceptive. Very hardy.
Okay. I will stow my hand crossbow. I will draw my two scimitars. I will put my head down and I will rush at the creature and strike at it recklessly, so it is a normal attack since I'm looking away while I'm attacking.
Sure.
Do you yell out anything for your fellow companions?
Do not look at them! It is a basilisk!
All right, everybody but Garuda hears and understands.
Alright. So, second attack.
10 does not get through its scaly hide.
And then my offhand. 17.
17 will do it. All right. Anything else from Pietro?
That is all I will do.
All right, fair enough. That brings us to these other guys that were called to the fight. The first thing that they're going to do is that. Okay, Garuda, you're up.
Alright, Big Ape gotta do what a Big Ape gotta do. He walks up. Oh, is this the thing right here?
Yes, it is.
That is what you did not understand what I was shouting about.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw there, Garuda.
Let's see.
No problem. You don't know what the big deal is.
So I'm huge. Can I step over Pietro?
Yes, you can.
That's
He's
what I
2
thought.
sizes smaller than you. You just treat him as difficult terrain, and you would have treated the passageway as difficult terrain because you were squeezing as you made your way through the passage.
I think that was good then.
Okay. Yeah, you could get to there.
Yeah, and I was gonna fist it.
All right.
Phrasing.
Yeah, you bring your fists down and smash a hole in the floor, but miss the creature. Frustrated, you bring the other fist down and you smash this thing for 27 points of damage. It is a bloodied. Its eyes bug out and it makes like a grumbling, hissing sound of pain as you just smash it pancake style into the floor.
And that'll be Apes, Garuda turn.
All right. Let's see. Beardo Devil, 21, top of the round. All right. Wow, yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot happening here. I guess it is going to attack Davian again. Yeah. Oh, it also, because the basilisk is there, it does need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, that's so sweet.
All right, this is with advantage. All right, it's okay. So Davian, eyes wide open, it's gonna beard you. And it's gonna try to glaive you.
Oh, I will cast shield.
All right, another delicious spell slot. All right. That is it for that devil. It's just gonna stand its ground. Afra, you're up.
Okay. I'm assuming I cannot see the basilisk thanks to me and Garuda being in the way.
With this big boy there, I would give you advantage to the save. But I would say that in honoring the 5th edition rule set, a huge creature has never 100% blocked line of sight for anybody before. But yeah, definitely make it with
Okay.
advantage.
Oh, thank God.
All right. Yeah. No, don't thank God. Thank your own bullshitting skills.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely don't
Afro.
thank God.
After kill the basilisk before my turn comes up, please.
All right. God's very busy with his pandemic. Okay. So if you could just,
Yeah.
leave him to it.
Oh, I thought
Okay,
Corona
okay.
went to space. Everything
Oh, right.
freezed.
In Georgia, it did. In Georgia.
Okay.
All right. What do we got?
Well, I gotta kill the thing in front of me first. So
All right.
I'm
This
gonna,
guy right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna Shadow Blade. Still advantage.
All right, because advantage, that's enough. He takes 16 points of psychic damage. He reaches up with his spare hand, grabs at his head, and lets out a grunt of pain as he dies. His body goes rigid, turns to brimstone, and crumbles to a pile of rocks.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna look at Jenna. I'm gonna think about the nice things that she's done to me, done
Okay.
for me.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna make a deep sigh, and I guess I'm gonna go try and kill this thing.
All right.
Okay. Offhand chaos dagger.
Keep it in mind that Big Boy Garuda is difficult terrain, so you'd probably be right about there. No penalty for sharing a space with him because he is 2 sizes larger than you.
Okay.
All right. That hits. Hits for not the sneak though, but the 10 damage, maybe. Let's see what the damage type is.
It is a 3. That would be acid damage.
All right. This creature takes full damage from acid. All right, so it takes an additional 10 points of damage. In doing so, the creature lets out a pitiful hiss, and it dies.
Hey!
Yes!
The whole thing
Fuck
turns
you,
into
Harry Potter.
Yeah, the whole thing turns into crystalline formation similar to what's growing out of its scales. and then just kind of crumbles into a pile of semi-precious gems.
Oh, thank God. Thank you.
There could be more of them.
All right. Before his turn is up, he demands that the DM honor his held action, and he rushes forward. The DM's like, "All right, I don't give a shit." And on his turn, he rushes Davian and tries to beard him, and tries to glaive him.
My AC is still 25 from shield.
All right. That brings us to Jenna.
I'm gonna cast a little frost and bite-a-roo on that one.
Okay.
Ooh.
It
Oh, I take
fails.
the damage.
Okay.
You fuck, devil. And then I'm gonna go behind this rock. And just
And
'cause I
disadvantage on its next attack roll. But joke's
yeah.
on you. These dudes couldn't hit a fucking wall. So
Dude,
Yeah.
they rolled a 23. I mean,
yeah, yeah.
knowing that another basilisk may come, Jenna's just gonna look at the wall
That okay.
like she's in timeout.
All right. The wall fails its wisdom saving throw. It is entranced by you. All right. Okay. Yeah. So, I guess move out, troops. Here we go. Uh-huh. And then uh-huh. That'd be fun. Okay. And then uh-huh. All right. That brings us to Beardo. All right. Same thing, Davian. They're just gonna try to fight you.
They're just going to town trying to get to me, eh?
All right. Your magical shield continues to protect you from their infernal attacks.
I feel like this is a level 1 spell slot that has definitely earned its value in being spent.
Mm. Alrighty. That brings us to administrative tasks. This poor baby is dead. All right, Davian, to you. The shield shimmers and fades.
That it does. So this guy who tried to glaive Afra earlier, he is going to see. I'm going to cast no, I'm not. I'm just going to attack him. So Crimson Dagger, go. Man, that second dice always rolls super high for me. So that is 10 piercing, 6 sneak, and I'm going to expend a bardic inspiration die to add the psychic blades damage, which is 2d6 of psychic. Oh wow, I did a
Okay, so
whopping 3.
19 damage then?
Yeah.
All right. And it has sneak because
It does not have sneak. I
okay,
had that defaulted. My apologies.
okay,
That would
so
be
13
13.
damage. Got it. All right.
I'm used to fighting with people beside me. Where'd they all go?
I know.
I had to kill the basilisk.
Anything
For
else from
Jenna.
Davian, or do you hold the line against these two bearded devils?
Oh, he's gonna hold the line.
All right, holding the line. Let's see, more dodging, more invisibility. Pietro.
I will run up next to Davian and nod him and say, "I am your friend." And I what is this? What is that symbol?
He has
That
disadvantage
is
on
a
his next attack.
disadvantage on his next attack.
Ah, okay. Well, I will just attack the one that's in front of me, and I will do so recklessly. Why not?
Okay.
Let's keep that party going.
Okay. Solid hit.
Another one, and then 9 lives.
He is bloodied. All right. He is past bloodied. You just start carving him up. Anything else from Pietro?
I snarl in his face.
All right, he snarls back. He thinks he's got a pretty good snarl. Give me an intimidate for your snarl.
All right.
You may use strength for this if you'd like.
Okay, in that case, plus another 2.
All right, fair enough. This creature has the ability steadfast, which means it can't be frightened. But it does give you a nod, like that was pretty good. That was pretty good. As it nods, its disgusting serrated tentacle beard bobs to and fro. All right. Anything else with Pietro?
That's it.
All right. Ape Garuda.
So Garuda will come over here and stand above Pietro Davian, and I feel like his balls would just gently touch the top of their head.
Oh, sure. One for each.
Yeah,
totally.
one for each,
Yeah.
and just like
Okay.
rest in there.
God, I need a
And then
shower.
Yeah.
he will fist this guy first.
Okay.
Raising.
Yeah.
Giant ape, bro.
Fortunately, it's not a magical giant ape fist, even though you're created by polymorph. I don't know. It's Dungeons and Dragons. So it takes half, but damn. All right.
He'll fist him again.
All right. And to clarify, this is the northernmost one that you're
this one right here.
double fisting. All right,
Yeah.
got it.
Raising.
All right. It is also bloodied, and who wouldn't be? Okay.
Who wouldn't be bloodied after a double fisting?
Yeah, Pietro and without a lot of never mind. So Pietro and Davian, with the gentle, reassuring weight of the giant ape testicle resting on your heads, you watch two massive fists just come down and beat this thing against the wall over and over and over again. The creature is stunned, but not mechanically, and shaken up real bad. It's looking around like, I'm not getting paid enough for this. And then the other one says something in Infernal, and then the subtitle says, "Wait, you're getting paid?" Yeah. All right. Let's see. That brings us to Afra.
I'm gonna like growl at Garuda for getting into my line of sight because I was gonna throw my shadow blade.
Oh, because you know they got cover
Yeah.
now, because we've established Afra has trouble
Yeah.
seeing through monkeys.
So
Climb on top
instead,
of him.
I'm gonna just like and like squeeze and kind of
Climb
get
on
there.
top of Garuda and throw from above.
There you go. You could climb the monkey. You want to climb the monkey?
Sure, I'll climb the
Okay.
monkey.
All right.
It's
As
like
a giant ape, one of the greatest things that could ever happen to you is that a tiny woman would want something to do with you, and a tiny woman is climbing you like the mountain you are.
okay.
All right.
I'm gonna perch on a shoulder there, and I'm gonna throw my shadow blade at that.
Okay.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Here it is. Boom.
Yeah, that is an assload of damage. The northernmost one.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
With the one that doesn't.
As you hit the one, it's the shadow blade strikes it right in the forehead. There is an emanation of psychic energy, and the creature turns to stone, crumbles to the floor.
God, that was nice damage.
Yeah. All right. Anything else from Afra?
Nope. That's all I got.
Okay. Jenna, to you.
You know my play. That's a little bit of
okay.
that. Oh, it fails.
All right.
It's disadvantage on its next attack.
All right. Iced over with magic. Crystals of frost all across it. It reaches for its weapon and prepares to attack. You do realize, Jenna, that the creature is resistant to frost, but you still feel really good that you got through its magical defenses.
I'm potion bitch right now, okay? I'm
it's
doing
fine. It's
stuff.
fine. All right. So that brings us to guys that are doing secret stuff. This guy, yeah, he'll attack Pietro. It's fine. So the first attack with his beard is going to be Reggie, because disadvantage on the first attack.
And I'll be sentinel attacking him right
Oh,
after.
okay. Pietro, does that hit?
That hits.
All right, give
Ah.
me a Constitution save.
Wait, 11 hits?
No,
No,
I
it was
attacked
balanced out.
recklessly.
Oh, okay,
Okay,
gotcha.
you feel horrible as some of the tentacles go into your nose, your mouth. Some of them even worm in around your eye. As the tentacles go inside your body, they inject you with a fell poison. You cannot regain hit points anymore while you are under the effects of this poison. Fortunately, you do get a saving throw at the end of each of your turns. So, there is that. All right, then the creature is going to try and hit you with its glaive. This will be at advantage.
Yep.
19?
Hits. Yep, that hits.
All right, make another Constitution save, or something really bad happens.
Wait, I've still got temporary hit points. What am I doing? There we go. Constitution save. Come on.
All right, you make the save. That is the creature's turn. It will hold the line. Davian, to you, your reaction refreshes.
And I will come in behind it to do as rogues do. And I'm going to stab it. Hey, there we go!
Oh, yeah. I will check the card out of curiosity. Let's see. All right, piercy damage.
Yep.
All right, in the knee, maximum damage, and roll damage dice again. So maximum double damage plus a normal round of damage, and it's sneak attack. So unless you have a hard on to know just how much maths you're gonna do, I will tell you he's super dead.
I'm good. I'm good
yeah.
with just he's
Okay.
super dead. Yeah, that's good.
All right.
Now I just need to roll like that on the.
I don't know if you're trying to hit a high score or not, because we did have a spider on Thursday that crit somebody for like 84 damage with one bite.
Oh,
That
see,
was nice.
Yeah, I'm not gonna high score this guy because my high score is like expending my top level spell slot for divine smite, using
Fair
psychic
enough. Fair enough.
blades. It's I
All
could have
right.
added several more dice to this.
All right. Mario begins braiding a few strands of Jenna's hair out of boredom. So you just see her. If you can see her, you see strands of her hair that have tumbled free of her ponytail are being expertly woven into a lovely braid.
Davian will call out 4 beds.
They are actually bunk beds.
Oh, 4 bunk beds, 8 beds.
Yeah, in the room you see 4 bunk beds, a very nice desk, a table with 9 chairs, a lovely trophy, I guess, of some weird-looking like 6-eyed deer creature. Leftover scraps and food on the table, a lovely hearth at the south wall. You do see that there are doors, much shittier than the doors you've seen in other parts of the dungeon. One of them is ajar, and there's this dope-ass tiger rug on the floor.
Is it because this is like an underworldy sort of barracks, is it a Rakshasa hide?
It does seem to be. It's way too big to be a Rakshasa. It does seem to be from a very unusually large. If we were allowed to call it a dire tiger, which we're not, that's what it would be. So only wolves can be dire in 5th edition because of some lawsuit that happened with the wolf family. I don't know. All right. So that brings us to Pietro.
On the saving throw for poison, is that at the end of my turn?
It is the end of your turn. Yep.
Okay. All right. I will step into the room. 3. All right, and I will go there.
Oh, as you pass the desk, you trigger an opportunity attack.
Motherfucker.
All right, let's see. I'm not sure why. Oh, Roll20, don't die on me. You've been doing so good today. Let's see. All right, hold on a sec. My Roll20, I don't want to say that it died, but it's not doing so hot. Hold on. I'll just grab a fresh one. There we go. All right, a creature that was hiding invisibly attacks you. This attack is made from being invisible, so it is going to be with advantage. Here we go.
18 just hits.
All right. Looking over, you see one of the most adorable things you've ever seen in your whole life. Wait, that would be me. But you do see a creature that is like a tiny green monkey, bat, praying mantis lizard. I'll post a picture. Here we go. Maybe I'll post a picture. Oh my god. What just happened? Let's see. Oh, I see what's happening here. Okay. So there was a stealth update Friday morning, and like I thought I had fixed all the macros, but I guess I didn't fix all of them. I'm trying to get it to post pics, and it's just definitely not going to do that. Anywho, basically, I'll make its miniature real big so you can see.
Aw, it is
Yeah.
cute.
It's pretty cute. It's a pretty cute little baby.
It
All right.
just fucking bit me.
Yeah.
He looks like the
Oh,
fear
it's
demon
hot.
from the like Buffy season 4 Halloween episode.
All right. You do get to make a Constitution save to avoid the poison damage and becoming even more poisoned than you already are. Okay, yeah. This poison does nothing, so you just take 5 points of non-magical piercing damage.
All right. Can I'm out of. I've moved my full movement. Can I throw my scimitar at it and try and pin it into the wall?
If you'd like to throw your sword, that would be an improvised weapon, so you do a strength check to throw it.
Okay. I'm mad at it. I'm gonna trick my sword at it to try and pin it to the wall.
That hits. Go ahead. I would say a D4 damage plus your strength.
I'm sorry. What was that? Plus my strength?
D4 plus your strength, but it will count as a magical attack.
Okay. So 6.
Oh, okay. 6 damage. All right, yeah. You throw your sword. The creature is pinned to the wall by the sword, and just sort of lets out mewling squeals as it melts away into a pile of green shit.
In that case, I will spit in its general direction, say "motherfucker," and then I will. I guess I need to make a con save.
Yep. To
For
see about the
the other poisoning.
Sorry, the bearded devil poison. Yeah, all right. Your body quickly gets rid of the poison that was eventually going to kill you. All right. Anything else for Pietro?
That is all.
All right, Pietro, you do see a passage. It leads off to your right, 10 foot by 10 foot standard dungeon passage. It goes for about 20 feet before making a sharp left-hand turn. All right. Let's see. Okay, these two cuties are gonna do some stuff. There we go. Afro, to you.
I'm gonna jump off the monkey, landing on this guy's corpse. And
think you skipped
I'm
me,
gonna
Crash.
step into the room.
Oh, did I skip you? I'm sorry. Sorry, Afra. Garuda, then
That's okay.
Afra.
Yeah.
Okay.
After
You could
still,
ride along on the
Yeah,
monkey
I
though.
guess.
Yeah,
I guess.
true.
yeah, after still on my back, right? So we just go on
Yeah.
together. Yeah. Sorry, 5, 10, 15. I'm right here looking at stuff.
There's food on that table, Gruda.
Yeah, but
Get
it's
the
like
manager.
devil food. Like,
What are you talking about? It's carrots, it's
yeah,
bread.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
probably
Don't be
olives
mis-
and
Demonic
raisins.
Don't
carrots
be
and demonic
misled. Those
bread.
are devil carrots.
Garuda's not want to eat random food, dude. Come on, you know Garuda. Even if he is stupid, he won't eat random people food.
Mm.
Yeah, there's nothing here to attack. So he sits down.
Okay. Yeah, the tiger rug is very nice and soft.
Yeah, pets it. Think it's
Okay.
real. That's cool.
Sure. Afra, to you.
I'm gonna seeing Pietro got attacked by the little thing. I'm gonna jump from monkey to table. I'm gonna stand on the table. Um, and I'm gonna look around. And if nothing immediately attacks me, I want to do a perception check to see if I can see anything hiding.
Sure. Let me see. Oh, yeah. You do not detect anything hiding, visibly or invisibly.
Hmm. Okay. Okay.
The room itself is very Spartan in nature. And you do see that there are, in fact, carrots on the table, as well as quote unquote meat. The carrots have a place of perhaps honor in the center of the table and are laid out in an ominous manner.
Okay.
All right. A very hot fire burns in the southern hearth, and again there is a door ajar to the south.
Okay. Can I ready attack for anything that I can see? Or
You used a search action,
okay.
so yeah, you unless you have a
All
bonus
right.
action you want to use.
I do not.
All right, to Jenna.
Jenna's gonna come up to this desk, and she's gonna just start going through it.
All right. As you begin rifling through the desk, you do see that there are. It is neat and orderly. It's hard to imagine one of the bearded devils sitting down with its little spectacles on, and keeping such clean books. But if you could read Infernal, you would learn a great deal about what goes on here.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just
Yeah.
be holding him up to Mario then and ask him to translate.
Okay. I mean, he'll try his best, you know. Like, it's 6-second combat rounds, so as much as he could read you in 6 seconds. All right. That brings us to anybody. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think this is definitely time to pull the emergency lever, bro. Okay. Davian, you're up.
Davian is going to actually head over this way, and he wants to investigate the statue.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I only have lesser restoration.
Mm.
But knowing that there was a basilisk in the area, I'm going to see if I can find any type of identifying marker, signet ring, heraldry on the armor, or anything that might help identify who this elven warrior lady was.
All right, give me an investigation check or a knowledge nature, since you are confident that it was once a person.
It is hilarious that they are both equal for me, so for funsies, I'm just going to do the nature one.
Okay. Definitely an elf. It's definitely an elf. Not wearing any jewelry that would sort of speak to, you know, their condition. In fact, they are not wearing much of anything at all. This is a nude statue.
Oh.
The person depicted in the statue, the elf, she looks angry and frightened.
But she's armed.
No, that's
Oh,
like
that's just okay.
that's
Okay.
just the token. Yeah, that's just the token.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so she is naked, angry, and afraid. When she was captured in stone, as it were.
Hmm. Okay, that would be my turn.
All right. Yeah. So on Mario's turn, he starts reading, and he's like,
This is just this is just boring stuff. Just boring stuff. It's it's like a prison, I guess. It's like a list of prisoners, feeding schedules, that sort of thing. It talks about supplies. It talks about troops, reinforcements, that sort of stuff.
Okay. I'll read it myself when we have more time. You
all
can
right,
find the greatest information in the most boring shit.
Pietro, to you.
I will. I shouldn't have thrown it, but oh well. I will go back.
It was
Pry
cool.
my scimitar. It was cool. I'll
All
pry
right.
my scimitar from the wall,
All right.
and then that was 1, 2, 3, 4. I will kick open the door.
All
See
right.
what is inside.
Yeah, these are very simple but sturdy wooden doors. They are not locked. You kick it open. The heat that rushes past you indicates that this is a very small kitchen. It smells delicious, like they cook a lot of pork.
People. All right, so I will step in and come down the stairs,
Okay.
and I
Yeah,
will.
it is a small kitchen, sure, but definitely industrial. So I guess it would be kind of the food storage and the kitchen are kind of one big area. Unlike the area that you just came from, that was neat and orderly and tidy, this place is disgusting. There's just blood and bits of people everywhere. There are casks and crates and sacks of supplies over here, but also strewn about there is pieces of people hanging from hooks, that kind of thing. There is a pot cooking slowly over a large fire in the hearth on the western wall.
Okay. I would like to check, not really poke around the room, but check to see if I hear like the fluttering of wings or
Sure.
heavy
Okay.
breathing or the clanking of armor.
Give
That
me
sort of
a
thing.
perception check.
Give you a investigation or perception.
Perception for sure. Okay. As you kind of listen and look about, you don't think there's anyone in the kitchen.
Okay, in that case, I will call out to the group. This is just a kitchen. I do not think there is anyone in here hiding, but who knows? That is my turn.
Okay. All right, Garuda, to you.
Ape is just gonna sit there playing with the kitty cat and looking around, check to see if he sees anything.
Okay. Yeah, give me a perception check. I mean, there's so much to see and so much to do. You see your friends around. Um, yeah, it's just nothing really stands out.
Garuda, go down that hallway.
Again, Garuda can't speak or
Oh
understand
yeah. Well, I'm
languages,
kind
but
of
yeah.
like pointing over there
Okay, you're
and like
pointing
saying
this
his
way?
name.
Okay.
Which way are you pointing? Point again?
Uh, over
Okay.
there.
Ooh. The monkey girl will start walking down the hallway then.
All right. Once you reach the hallway, you do start squeezing, so you will be at half speed.
Yeah.
Is this a door over here, Crash, or is that just a nice flat wall?
At the end of this hallway, it turns to the left.
Get right there. That'll be my turn.
Davian, you do not see any doors from where you're at. All right. That brings us to Afra.
Don't forget your balls. There you go.
I'm gonna yell out, Pietro, do you see anything in there?
I called out that I did not see anything in here already.
Oh. Well, I wasn't paying attention to you, clearly. Whatever, I'll go join you. So that's 10, that's 20, that's 30. I'm gonna bonus action dash.
Yeah.
So I get more movement. Knowing these are devils, I want to investigate the fire. See if I see anything in there. Hiding.
Not a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
All right, give me that investigation or perception. Okay. Looking into the fire, the thing that really stands out about it is how unnaturally hot it seems to burn. As you look, you see that it is burning like briquettes of stone and not wood, and it seems to be creating an intense heat.
Okay.
The pot itself is starting to boil over from the intense heat, and the sweet smell of a pork stew is quickly turning into a terrible smell of burnt meat and broth.
Can I item interact, remove the thing from the fire just to eliminate the smell?
It is a rather large kettle. I don't know. I guess you would have the strength to do so, but I think it would be more than an item interaction for Afra.
Okay, well then I won't. I'll move back to where I was.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna action dash so that I can get all the movement. Oh no, wait, I investigated, didn't I? So I can't do that.
Yeah, true.
Okay. All right, I'll stay where I am.
All right. Jenna, I should probably ask Afra and Jenna at the top of the round here. Do you guys want to stay in initiative, or do you want to go back to free exploration? Because the things that were fighting you have left the immediate area. Now they are doing things, so it's up to you if you care about that or not. So do you want to stay in initiative?
I think we should be pursuing him. So.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Staying in initiative. All right. So Jenna, to you.
Yeah, I'm just.
There's a huge monkey trying to make its way down the hallway. It is going to be difficult terrain, probably an athletics or acrobatics check to force or squeeze past this creature, because this is really jamming up the hallway with its bulk.
I'll just go right here, and I'll ready my action to dash once the monkey has moved forward.
All right, fair enough. Okay, stuff is happening. Davian, to you.
All right, I will. Let's see here. So I'm gonna head 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's just solid wall up there. 4. I guess I'm gonna be dashing. Oops, that was the wrong arrow direction. Because of difficulty, I'd be stopped here. Okay, so I circled that room. I found nothing of note, so I will start following everyone else on the next turn. That's my turn.
Okay. Pietro.
I will climb up on Garuda's shoulder.
Okay. Yeah, he's definitely filling the hall, so you could definitely climb on his back, but getting past him would require an athletics or an acrobatics to either force your way past him.
I'm not trying to get past him.
Yeah, you just kind of cling into his back like a little baby monkey. Okay.
Yes.
Fair enough. Garuda and your babies.
He is feeling no love, and will move up.
All right. So again, each space is difficult terrain. As you turn the corner, you see some ominous iron doors to the south, and you see that the passage does make a sharp turn to your right.
Okay.
You could dash.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah. I knew that, Pietro.
Okay.
Yeah. Then yeah,
All right.
I did
Using the
return.
silent language called kicking your heels hard into someone's kidneys, you continue moving. All right. The doors that are to your right, that is to say on the western wall, they appear ominous and spooky like the doors that you were dealing with earlier. So sturdy, metal, black iron situation, the whole deal. Alrighty.
Cool.
Afra, to you.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bonus action dash. 8, 9, 10. 11. Yeah, I'll go there.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'm gonna action dash. Should I open these doors, guys?
Which one looks like it was recently opened?
I think an investigation could probably give you more if you wanted.
Okay.
But you action dashed.
Oh, true. Yeah. All right.
Well, then I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna open these.
Oh, damn. Okay. Item interaction, you push these big iron doors open and it opens quite easily for you. No, wait, sorry. It says in Infernal that they are pull. So as you move up and you go to push the door, nothing happens. You kind of very quickly give it a tug towards you and you realize it's a pull door. So you kind of pull it. It's awkward, right? Because you have to kind of move out of the space to let the door open and all that jazz, and then move back into the space. It's a whole thing. Beyond, you see a circular chamber. There is a raised dais in the center of the chamber that is absolutely overloaded with arcane sigils and runes. In the center of this dais, there burns a massive fire, and you can see standing in the fire is a very big, very nasty looking creature. It combines the worst features of a human being and like an insect. It is very big and hunched over. It has 4 dragonfly wings. It has a emaciated form that looks almost skeletal. A long segmented tail that ends in a ferocious scorpion stinger lashes about, and you see its hunched over form has a long, sinuous neck with a hideous skull-like face. So a lot's going on there. The creature kind of cocks its head to you as it is sort of stepping out of the flames and smiles broadly.
Okay. I'm gonna go back here.
Okay. So it looked like that.
Mm,
Mm.
Okay.
Wait, can you go back there?
Yeah,
I mean,
I
yeah,
action dashed. I got movement.
Did you close the door behind yourself?
Nope, she
Oh,
did not.
it's a lot of door to close. Let me roll this sweet boy into initiative. Oh, he's taking his time. Well, he just showed up from hell, so I could understand that. All right. Jenna, you're up.
What was over there?
Uh,
I'm just
you don't want to
kidding.
know.
I can actually. Actually, I don't think I can see it. I think I can just see through Garuda's token.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. Can everybody see through Garuda's token?
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, can I?
All
I
right.
don't know if it's him or his balls, but
I I don't know if it's him or it's Bob, but that's one handsome bastard there.
Let's see. In journals, Garuda. His testicles are all seeing, all knowing. Let's see. What about you, Gorilla? Oh yeah, that's it. All players. Whoops. Okay. So rookie. So rookie. There we go. Okay. Yeah, your balls were not the culprit.
I'm gonna say, yeah, there's a big monster thing. Skeleton. Don't. It's scary looking.
All right. Well, can't really do anything because I'm a wizard and this is like a devil place. Feels great. I'm gonna squeeze through. We probably should. Are we gonna deal with that? Do you think we should deal with that?
I think we will have to deal with it.
There, that's what it looks like. I threw it up in chat.
I'm just saying, I'm sure I'm gonna have to close the doors back.
I mean, it can probably open the doors.
It does have hands.
That is a cool
Alright.
looking demon.
I mean, we could also try and run south.
I'm sorry, do you guys see this thing?
I'm gonna move over here. I'm gonna item interact, open up this door as well.
Oh wow.
On
Okay.
my way in. I'm gonna go up to the thing. And I'm going to look into its eyes and hypnotic gaze.
All right. It is not within 5 feet of you.
Oh. Well, that's a miscalculation.
Mm.
I'm gonna cast Misty Step.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go right there.
All right. Fair enough. I appreciate you 100% owning your misstep. Take DM inspiration. Many players would have desperately asked to take back their action. So,
I thought, like looking at it, I thought it was like the dais. It's fine. It's
Oh,
fine.
you know I love big monsters, but like this guy would not be able to get around the dungeon so well. As much as I'd like him to be that big.
Okay,
Yeah.
if it's that big that I'm noping out, I am
But-
not in
but
the
I
mood to
do
deal
have
with
a-
the alien queen.
Yeah.
I do have a question though.
Mhm.
As like I got up to the dais and I looked at it,
Yeah.
did I recognize it as like a teleportation circle maybe?
Since the teleportation circle is the dream of any wizard, and your background, you grew up in a place where these things were commonplace, you do recognize it is a summoning circle.
Okay. I'm gonna pat Garuda on the back and I'm gonna point at that thing. Smash! Good fucking luck. That's my turn.
Okay. Gorilla that does not understand language because no one has taught you sign language. Beautiful woman that you love as a friend.
Whoa, okay.
As a friend. Points towards big scary monster. Says words. All right. That brings us to bearded devil. Okay. Let's see. This bearded devil is like, oh man, it's pretty crazy. He's going to move up, and he's going to open the door and take a look outside. Hey, what's going on out here? Oh shit! And then he's gonna be like, I closed the door, and the DM's like, sorry, only one item interaction per turn. And he's like, I use my action to close the door, and he does. Okay, that's his turn. This one right here is gonna move closer and ready in action. All right, Davian, you're up.
I just pure dash at this point.
Okay. Yeah, you were way away from everybody.
6. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hey guys.
Hey,
4.
if you go any further, You might shit yourself.
What a way to preface things.
That's my turn.
Okay, fair enough. Mario leaves your shoulder.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mario, hide.
yeah. Mario's noping out big time. Pietro, you're up.
Oh, decisions. All right. I'm gonna leap down from Garuda, land, and then kick open the door and start attacking the bearded devil that popped its head out.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay.
Because he has the wherewithal to summon more allies, I think.
Quabam! You kick the door open. The bearded devil is down the steps a little bit. The steps
Okay.
lead down into another area. As the door Quabam opens, do any of you have magic light, or is everyone operating off of dark vision right now? Yeah, everybody's
Dark
off.
vision. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
dark
so the
vision.
only light is what is streaming out of the summoning room. You hear voices from the darkness up ahead, Pietro. They call out in Shondathan, the common trade tongue of the Sword Coast, for help and liberation.
Okay.
Their voices sound weak and terrified, only the smallest trace of hope.
I will step forward and I will start attacking this bearded devil.
All right.
I shall do so normally.
Okay. That definitely hits the bearded devil. He takes 11 points of damage as you slash at him with your magical scimitar. And again.
And then third attack.
And again. All right. All right, the creature grunts, holding its glaive up to try to defend against your many attacks. You just weave your weapon around the glaive, slashing once, twice, and a third time. Its tentacle beard flays or splays out aggressively, and it lets loose a guttural growl. You hear voices murmuring in the darkness, please! Please, let this not be another trick. Okay. Anything else from Pietro?
I will growl back at it.
Mm-hmm. All right. This one doesn't seem as immune to fear as the previous one that you met, but it narrows its eyes. It'll do what it has to do because it's an outsider. So if it dies, it just gets to go home. So you know, it ain't the end of the world. All right. That brings us to Garuda.
Alright, Garuda, big ape that he is, will bravely charge towards the big monster
Oh damn. Okay.
and shut these
Alright,
fucking doors.
All right. All right. You rush forward. You grab both the doors and you slam them shut.
Yep. And go back to Jenna and put his thumbs up.
No,
It
no,
can
sit,
open
sit,
the
sit in front of the
door.
door. Sit in front of the door.
Oh, he sit in front of it.
All right. At that point, you would have had to use a dash action because of all the squeezing. It's a lot of awkward movement as you kind of shuffled forward, close the doors, shuffled back. Then they're like, no, 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 and they're all pointing back towards the doors, and you shuffle back towards the doors. All right. You are wedged in the doorway.
That worked.
The doors have to open towards you, so you have created a very effective barrier against this creature.
That worked.
All right. Okay. Let's see. The Littles, who went and helped get this guy to show up, they celebrate their victory because they have done good for tiny little turd monsters. All right. The devil that was summoned, dare I call him a bone devil, he is going to item interaction summon. Well, you can't see what he's doing, and then he's gonna action do some other thing. I need to roll 100-sided die, and I need to get a low number. I know everybody is rooting for him. Here we go. Ah. Oh well. Giggity giggity. All right, that is its turn. Afro to you, top of the round.
Okay, I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna open that other door there.
Out of morbid curiosity, I want to see just how good it would have been. Oh my god, would have summoned 9 more devils. Oh man.
Oh God!
Oh well. All right, you're gonna go up to that door. Do you want to open it?
Yep.
All right. Beyond the door, you see what you inquisitively deduce is a prison.
Okay. I'm gonna stab the bearded devil with my shadow blade.
Okay.
Do.
Away from the
12.
blinding light of the portal, you have advantage, but this guy is on the mega defense here after
Okay.
his assault from Pietro.
Offhand chaos dagger then. Oof.
All
God,
right.
everything sucks.
Swing and swing. He is able to deflect those attacks. His black iron glaive raised in front of him. Oof.
All right.
Anything else from Afra?
I'm gonna move just a little bit farther in.
Okay. All right. As you move in, you see a once beautiful woman. She kind of looks over at you, and she is emaciated, exhausted, and she's peering with eyes that have not seen light in a very long time. As you kind of look around, you see that there are several prisoners.
I'll go, sup.
These poor people
You're
probably
gonna go
like,
with
oh,
stuff that how you do it, or you
heroes
come
are
here
here to
often.
save us. We're not heroes.
No, yeah.
Jenna.
Yeah,
Oh, unless
all
you
I
have
see
it,
are
yeah.
witnesses. All I see
Oh,
are witnesses.
damn. Okay, Jenna, to you.
Guys, we're gonna have to deal with this shit.
Yeah.
You were the one that said
Yeah.
close the door.
I didn't say close. I said go. I wanted Ape Boy to go kill it.
You have to lead by example. He doesn't understand words.
I
Oh,
went
man.
inside.
And then nope the fuck out of there.
Garuda,
hope-
you don't understand what mom and dad are fighting about, but you feel like it might be your fault.
God, I said it too close to home now.
Oh God, I'm an asshole.
What? All right, Jenna, what are you gonna
Someone
do?
else is
I
due.
guess I'll deal with this guy for now. I'm gonna just walk up to him and shock, and I'm gonna grab onto him and shock and grasp.
Okay. That hits. He takes half the damage.
Fucking hate devil.
All
All
right.
right, I'm backing up.
Okay, he
Guess he
cannot make
doesn't
any
have-
reactions. That's correct.
I guess clear this shit out. Item interact, seed, apo, banana.
Okay. This devil is going to do some stuff. This devil is going to attack, man, Pietro? Afra? Pietro. You carved him up pretty bad. So
It's fine.
here we go. He's going to beard you.
He misses.
He does not. All right. He's going to try to glaive you.
He also
And
misses.
all right, fair enough. Between
That is why you
you,
don't attack recklessly.
yeah, between you, Afra, and the bearded devil, there is just a beautifully choreographed staircase fight of spinning blades and parries, dodges, occasional slashes. All right, Davian, you're up.
All right. Yeah, that is so pretty over there. I want to join the dance.
Please come in. Join the dance.
Yeah, enjoy it while you can.
That hits, and it causes sneak attack. He's bloodied.
I will step forward.
All
My
right.
last 5 feet. There we go.
Definitely dancing down the staircases between the
Oh
very.
shit! Because he missed, I missed my. I could use my reaction for a thing. Keep
Ow.
forgetting that.
All right.
I could have done a riposte, but I missed opportunity.
Sorry, save your stuff. You're gonna need
I know those feels. I had a spellcaster with Featherfall, and I let my whole party fall into a pit trap, and then like 3 days later, I was like doing something. I was like, oh yeah, I had Featherfall.
Wow.
I didn't really care though. I would have probably let them fall anyways. I'm a terrible player. All right. So Pietro, to you.
All right. I will attack him again.
Okay.
Once. Twice.
3 times a lady. It is Dunsky's. Crumbles into brimstone.
Is there anything else in that room?
I will,
people.
Walk forward.
Don't mind them.
All right. The people feebly stand, and they call out for help as they sort of reach for the bars and kind of shake them a bit.
I quietly survey things and think in the back of my head that these could all be a trap, devils, and I will say nothing. And that is my turn.
All right. Pietro, could you head over to secret meeting real quick?
Oh shit! What did I just do?
Alright, guys, we gotta kill this bone devil.
Yeah, I know. The problem with our party is that nobody wants to be the first to kill it. Because that's the one that's gonna die.
Well, I don't mind going in.
We got a giant ape. And if giant ape fails, we have another giant ape.
Just say, yeah, usually person goes in first and tries to attack is usually one that dies.
I mean, I don't know what this thing's capable of, but I'm assuming with all the blades that it's probably very AC dependent. So I don't mind jumping in there first.
I fought bone devils before. They're not that bad. Granted, I was like level 14, 15. They're not that bad.
Okay.
Plus, we got the best healing spell in the game, Polymorph.
That's true.
Honestly, if you just tell Davian to go in there and initiate a fight, he doesn't know what's in there. He hasn't seen it. So if he opens the door and just sees it, he's just gonna charge it. What else can we do?
That is my turn.
Okay. Garuda, to you.
I'll look over at Mom and check if she wants to open the door or not.
Okay. With a 7 intelligence, you understand that the door is important to these people. You turn and look at them, and you look back at the door, hoping for some sign of intelligence from these smaller people.
She just puts up like a finger, like wait.
Okay. I will wait.
Okay.
And
okay.
If someone rose up to attack Mom, I guess I'll attack them. Ready action for that, but other than that, that's my turn.
All right. Let's see. On the other side of the door, you're going to hear something very large throw itself against the door. You're huge, though, and the doors are in your favor. So I'm just going to roll it to see. This will be with advantage because it's being assisted. Yeah, I mean, you feel like if you kept your bulk here, you could probably hold these doors shut.
Cool.
All right. Afra, to you.
I'm gonna move back up here next to Jenna behind the monkey, and I'm gonna ready my shadow blade to throw at any enemies I see.
Okay. All right, Jenna, to you.
Jenna's gonna step back and she's gonna ready a magic missile.
Okay.
Oh, nope, can't do that. Well, actually, this is a good question. So I'm using my wand of magic missiles to ready a spell. You have to concentrate on it. But if
Casting
it's
a spell from an item follows all the normal rules for spellcasting.
okay, then I'm not gonna ready a spell. I'm
Okay.
gonna
You
maintain
caught
my
it. You caught your
concentration.
mistake in time to prevent Rurik Gate Part 2. So,
Yeah. No.
okay.
No. That's.
Okay.
I'll hold my concentration,
All right.
and I'll
Fair
take the
enough.
dodge action.
Fair enough. Okay. Let's see. This guy's out of the fight. This guy's helping the boss. Davian, to you.
Davian's gonna come over here.
Oh, Davian, before you move, sorry. I need you to go into secret chat real quick.
Oh, Davian's gonna go back over there.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, this is concerning.
Definitely. Definitely is.
I'm not at liberty to say.
Okay, blink once if it's bad or twice if it's good.
Well, Alfred can see it, maybe if you're in the same room.
No, I'm not.
No,
We're on different floors.
it's all because of you guys. We respect the group too much to have barking dogs, so I've sequestered myself in the office with the big doggos.
Appreciate it.
Oh, thanks. I'm not gonna say, but it took me longer than it should have to realize you two were together. Just gotta be honest. It wasn't the first session. It wasn't the third session. It wasn't even the fourth. I'm just gonna be real.
Repping
I
that.
kind of would have figured that, the fact we're using the same computer and Discord for a while would have been a dead
They were
giveaway.
literally using the same mic. Literally using.
No, they were. No, it was Pietro was in the call, dude. No, they weren't.
I might have been on my phone.
Probably with like headphones in or something. They were using the same microphone.
Dude, you gotta. I don't have
Yeah.
Discord open. I have the stream open. I don't have Discord open. That's why I missed so much stuff in
When
Discord.
both of them talked at the same time, you could tell they were.
It took longer than I like to admit.
Okay.
Okay, so Davian, continue.
So, I am gonna move up here. Now, Davian wants to open the door, but I don't think it's physically possible with Garuda leaning on it and the other thing slamming on it.
Avian, just ready some kind of ranged attack for when Brood opens the door. You're gonna see something horrific.
With that in mind, instead of readying a ranged attack, he is going to cast Divine Favor. And so he'll start concentrating on that.
Just to remind myself that you are a huge creature. There we go.
God, it's so dark in this hallway.
All right. Pietro, to you.
All right. Let's see. I guess I'll. Yeah, Pietro will move up next to Davian, and we'll have to wait for Garuda to get out the way to do anything.
All right.
And I guess I will stow my swords. I will draw my hand crossbow and ready an attack for when a demon shows its ugly face.
Okay. Garuda, what are you gonna do?
Okay, so I look over mom, look over dad.
I'm doing a pull the door open charade.
Okay, I'm going to
And
pull.
then immediate pummel after the pull.
Oh, it's getting pretty complicated here. All right.
I'm going to open the door.
Give me a performance check, Jenna. Give me a performance check.
Okay.
Okay. Garuda, give me an intelligence check. Okay.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell what the hell she's doing. You've seen her do a bunch of weird stuff with her hands, and then weird magic-y stuff happens. So maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. You're adrift in a sea of monkey brains. So whatever you the monkey think is best, it's on you.
Oh fuck.
The
One
thing
down
on the
for
other
the
side of the door tried
Uh,
to attack your mom.
yeah, I'm gonna. I think I see everyone else getting weapons ready. So
Yeah, yeah. You
oh,
definitely
yeah,
you sense aggression. You know
yeah,
you're in combat.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I think I'm ready. I think I'm gonna
Okay.
turn. I think I know what to do. I think I'm open the door
All right.
and start a swinging.
All right. Item interaction. You pull the doors open around your bulky frame that is squeezing. All right. There is the creature.
I see an ugly demon face, and I will shoot it.
All right.
And I'm using silvered ammunition for that.
Okay.
And I am letting go of my shadow blade. Ooh,
All
ooh,
right.
that sucks.
Most of these weapons get stuck in Garuda. He doesn't take any damage, but he's literally filling the hallway. So yeah, they just sort of like pelt his back, his buttocks, his mighty oversized testicles, but not his tiny penis. So there's at least that. Small grace. Was anybody else readying an action?
No, that was actually it.
No? Okay. All right. Garuda, continue your turn.
We're getting fisticuffs.
They're giving you pats on the back of approval.
Uh,
All right,
Yes,
even
that's exactly what's
with
happening.
disadvantage, even with disadvantage, they both hit. You start pounding.
yeah, take these fists.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna push on you, like get out of the way, like just push.
So I guess
There's nowhere for you to go. You cannot move through him. He's not two sizes smaller than you.
so. Okay, yeah, that's
Okay.
That's it. There we go there.
All right. Something is smaller than you though. Is gonna go and take a turn. Here we go.
Just saying, imagine if you had
Alrighty.
that sharpshooter there right now. Just
Alrighty, that brings us to the Bone Devil. The Bone Devil, it's a little confused. It's seen a lot of stuff. Fifth edition's been around for a few years, so it's fought its fair share of giant apes. It's never seen one compressed into like a 10-foot by 10-foot cube before. But it will do. You just take lemons and you make lemonade. All right. It is going to make 3 attacks on you. Let's see. No, sorry, 2 attacks on you. It's going to attack with its polearm and its stinger. All right, here we go. This is the polearm with advantage. That is a critical hit. Okay. You are
You disappeared, Crash. Did I disappear?
no, you're
No.
good.
Oh, okay.
But I think Crash cut out and nothing's being picked up.
It was cinematic because he's like, "You are grass."
I think I'm still alive. Hello?
Yes. Okay.
Okay,
Hello.
cool.
Yeah.
All right, Garuda, this weapon is piercing. This is a shoulder jab for maximum damage. Yikes. All right. So maximum damage would be 48 plus another 4, so 52
Holy shit!
points of damage, and you are grappled. It's not his body. Don't worry too much. All right.
It's gonna be his body real quick at this rate.
Then the stinger comes looping around and plunges towards you. Ooh, a 16, maybe?
Yep.
All right. Go ahead and give me a Constitution save. All right, you make the con save. It doesn't prevent the poison damage, but it does prevent the poisoned status. You do take 36 more damage. All right. Let's see. It has some movement left, but I would say that with you being wedged in there, it's got a pretty good strength. It will leave the halberd hooked into you and leave you blocking the area, but will move back, trying to gain some cover from the wall. All right. Afra, to you.
Okay, I'm gonna difficult terrain try and get through the monkey.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead and give me an athletics or acrobatics, because he is wedged in there real good. Real good. I saw a nymph a monk try to do this once, and there was a barbarian in a similar situation. Yeah, as you start moving through, you get wedged in there between his panicking body and the wall. So you are restrained by your own ally as you try to get past him, and he is in the process of being carved up and stabbed to pieces. So he's kind of panicking as you try to get by. He just moves, and you are kind of trapped, pinned between him and the wall.
Can I do anything?
You can. You just have the restraint status, so it would be disadvantage on attacks. Attacks against you would have advantage. You would have a 0 speed.
Okay.
So you could use an action to try to extract yourself from the situation, or you could just kind of own your new status, your new Winnie the Pooh status, basically, and just sort of like Pietro could decorate your backside as like a shelf / hunting trophy, you know?
Yeah.
Just don't sneeze.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and throw a shadow blade. No, I'm gonna fail at that.
Yeah, the room is extremely well lit because of this roaring fire, etc. As you throw the shadow dagger, it just sort of dissipates into a shadowy mist.
Okay. I'm
all
here.
right. Okay.
That's all I got.
Fair enough. Jenna, to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try and frostbite it.
Okay. All right. The creature will try to make a Constitution save. It does have magic resistance. It makes the save. Cause magic resistance. All right. Anything else from Jenna?
Nope, that's my turn.
All right. This bearded devil feels like he might actually be able to hit something. So he is going to rush forward and attack the monkey. As he's attacking the monkey, this guy cries out in infernal, but he has already committed to his action. So here comes the beard for the monkey. Misses, even with advantage. All right, and then he's going to try and glaive attack. I think a 24 would hit for 4 whole damage. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw there, a monkey. You make the save. This thing lets out an audible sort of of relief, and then this guy backs up a little bit. All right, Davian, you're up.
All right. So Davian's gonna step to here so we can see. Sorry, that was supposed to be back here, not on Gruda. I'm gonna use Surge to Misty Step me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go to here. Okay. I'm gonna lash out with my dagger and try and slash this thing across the face. It's made out of bone, not metal, right?
The creature
Yeah.
or the weapon?
No, the creature. Sorry.
Oh
It's a-
yeah, I mean it's made out of whatever it's made out of. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, but it's not a robot.
The tears of
Alright.
orphans.
I'm gonna add psychic blades, and I'm gonna use a 3rd level divine smite on this thing, and it's a fiend, so that'll be the extra dice.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
I'm
20
assuming a 22 hits.
22. Yeah, 22 hits.
All right. Okay. So
Nice. That is a beefy hit. Okay.
will it matter between psychic and the radiant as to what's what?
Nope, it does not have resistance to either of those.
All right. So 7 piercing and 35 assorted, all from a magical source. So 42 total.
Okay.
And I gotta drop a bardic inspiration die. Okay. And I will step to this side.
All right. As you slash the creature across the face for 42 points of damage of burning, irradiated, holy energy, yeah, you have its attention.
Yay!
All right. Pietro, to you.
All right.
There is a whole lot of monkey and Afra clogging up the entrance to that room.
It would be a check to get.
Yep, athletics or acrobatics to try to either force your way through or squeeze your way through.
All right. I'll try and force my way through. Come on. There we go.
Okay, yeah, 15. Yeah, you can treat it as difficult terrain and just sort of, you're like using all your muscles to kind of drag yourself along the wall to get through. And then you, like, with the sound of a cork popping out of a bottle, you bloop into the room.
Okay. All right. In that case, I will try and face off against the bearded devil that's in front of me. So
Okay.
we'll attack it normally. Once, twice. I will use a precision strike.
Oh, on the second one. Okay, fair enough.
So that's D8. So 18.
There you go. Yeah, that
and
hits.
then I will 9 lives stealer, 25 for 10.
All right, it is bloodied.
Let's see here. This creature has quite a range. I'm going to 5 shuffle over here to make room for others, and that is my turn. Wait, no, I cannot move any further. My mistake.
All right.
I will stay put.
All right. Let's see. Okay, that guy's off doing his thing. Garuda, to you.
I'm still grappled, right? So I gotta make a.
You are still grappled. Yep. Well, if you want to use your action to escape the grapple, you can. But that would be your action.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But like,
yeah.
if the thing dropped the thing, wouldn't he just move
That's
the
what I
thing
was-
along with it?
That's what I was trying to figure out with
Oh, it's got 10-foot reach, with its hooked pole arm. So that's why it just kind of backed away
Yeah,
and left.
still
Yep.
within 10 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll break the grapple. Try to go for it.
Okay. This should be pretty easy for you. It's a strength check, or athletics. Let me double check. Yeah, DC 14.
Okay,
All right,
cool.
you have freed yourself.
And don't get out of the way.
All right.
So everybody else
With
can move.
the sound of a really big cork popping out, you tumble into the room.
Yeah.
Afra, you can breathe again.
Yay!
And yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right. Whew, Garuda, as your turn ends, Jenna, out in the hallway, you are attacked by tiny creatures.
Okay.
They are invisible. Let's see. First one coming out of invisibility. 19.
Oh, 19. Can I shield?
It would make your AC an 18, so I would.
Well, no, it would make my AC a 21.
Oh,
I
really?
cast mage armor on myself every morning.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah, and I have a
yeah, I
radiant
mean, if you
protection.
have a reaction available, you can
Yeah, I
see
do.
them because they have to appear to attack, or they
Okay.
appear when
Yeah,
they attack.
that was my main question. Yeah, I'll shield.
Okay. All right. A second one appears, and it from invisibility, and does the same thing. And lands a
man.
critical hit. All right. Let's see. You throw up your shield against the first one, thinking that you have everything taken care of. You did not realize the other one was literally right underneath you. It pounces from behind the protection of your magical shield. Let's see what happens. All right. Oh shit. It latches on with its little tiny bite, I suppose, because it would make more sense than a claw for this. It latches onto your hand and starts gobbling up your fingies. Normal double damage, but you are unable to cast spells requiring a somatic component for 1d4 rounds.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so let's see. So for 2 rounds, the pain in your fingers almost getting bitten off by this creature. Go ahead and give me a Constitution save against the poison. All right, you just make the save, so you only take the piercing damage,
Okay.
which comes in at 8.
All right, so that only knocks my temporary hit points, so I don't need to make a Constitution save, concentration check.
All right, fair enough. That brings us to the Bone Devil. Let me move those guys to the map so you can see them. All right. All right. Let's see. Now that Big Boy is in the room, and already and has broken free of the polearm, he's gonna try and finish you off with the polearm. Whatever the hell you are underneath that monkey suit. So here's an attack against you, giant ape Garuda.
Didn't he drop his polearm and leave it in Garuda in the hallway?
It's
No.
we already had this conversation. It's a 10-foot reach, so like
Oh,
he didn't have to let go of it. All right, Garuda, 16 for 11.
I do it.
All right, you can appear in any of those spaces that you occupy, but I would say that they have to be within 10 feet of him because you would still be grappled by it as you shift forms.
now quick question. If I sentinel attack this thing, how's the timing there for like sneak attack?
Sentinel allows double sneak attacks in a round because it's
I'm
happening
I,
outside of your normal turn.
I'm more mean if Garuda's no longer going to be right next to it, for example.
Oh,
Like
you
would
you
it?
don't get to
Well,
go until its turn is all the way, its attack is all the way finished, and then him turning back to normal is part of getting hit. So
okay.
yeah.
Uh, so I guess right here.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so I will sentinel anyways,
All right.
and I will.
That is a hit.
Considering how beefy this thing is, I will continue to use my divine strike, and although I'll use a level 2 slot instead of a level 3 slot for divine. And let me. Okay.
Oof. All right. With 39 more damage applied to it, it is bloodied. It finishes its turn by bringing its sting down towards you, Davian.
Oh no, I don't have a shield ability. Oh, damn.
25. All right. Constitution saving throw. right, you take 26 points of damage and are poisoned.
Okay.
Were you
Oh my-
concentrating on something?
I'm concentrating on divine favor.
Okay.
All right, and
So that's 15 real damage.
all right, it will use some of its movement to force move Garuda with a swing of its polearm. It brings him up and over, dramatically through the fire, but not mechanically through the fire, and just sploosh up against the wall over here. All right, Afra, to you.
All right, I'm gonna yell out, Jenna, I heard you squeak. Are you okay?
Squeak.
I fucking broke a nail. I'm fine.
That is one way to describe the chomps that are happening to your hand. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna throw my shadow blade at the bone devil.
Okay. 22 hits.
Yay.
24 points of psychic damage.
Okay, and then staying out of melee with it, I'm gonna move through Pietro's spot. I'm gonna just like shuffle back here,
Ooh.
and then I'm gonna.
As you do, you leave melee with it because it has a melee reach of 10 feet with its tail, and it tries to sting you with its reaction. Here we go. A 20.
Yeah, but
All
I'm
right.
gonna uncanny dodge it.
This is a smart move. So you reduce the 32 points of damage down to 16. You do need to make a saving throw against the poison. Constitution. Oof. All right, you
Nope.
are poisoned by its infernal venom.
All right. I am still gonna attack this guy with my crimson dagger, though, which is
All
what
right.
I was gonna do.
Do it.
Chaos dagger, not crimson.
That is definitely gonna hit. What kind of extra damage are you dealing here?
It does acid again.
Okay, he takes the full amount. He is bloodied,
5.
but still in it.
All right. That is my turn. I'm gonna do math while other people take their turn.
Fair enough. Jenna, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna disengage. Move right there. Oh, there's a guy there. I'll stand next to that guy. Oh, and I guess I'm no longer concentrating on polymorph. I can't cast any spells. You see Jenna, she's just like shaking her hand. She stuck it in a door.
So you did a disengage and a move then?
Yep.
Okay, fair enough. All right, as you come into the room, the bearded devil has so many targets. So many targets. I'm just going to roll randomly for it. So let's see. Okay, Pietro, for you. Here we go. Beard and glaive. All right.
Beard misses, glaive hits.
Okay, give me a constitution save against something really bad. All right, you make the save, but do you take the 11 points of slashing damage? Believe it or not, it does not count as a magical weapon. It doesn't matter for barbarian, but I just always think it's kind of interesting that these outsiders don't deal magical damage a lot of times. All right, anything else from Bearded Devil? He can't move. Okay, that's his turn. Davian.
Oh, this is a disadvantage attack because I am poisoned.
Okay.
But I will. I have nothing else, so let's do it. What's up? Ha ha!
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Okay. I'm not going to expel the bardic dice. I will expel a level 1 slot for divine smite and do 23 to it.
Oof. All right. It is still alive.
Oh, that makes me so mad. However, that is all I've got. So that is my turn.
Okay, Pietro, to you.
All right, I will attempt to finish off the bearded devil in front of me.
Sure.
Oh, wrong button.
Okay. I mean,
Scimitar,
an 18 would have hit. All right, so 11 points of damage. He dies, crumbling into brimstone.
All right, in that case, I will turn my attention to the big ugly here, and then I have 2 more attacks. Once.
Ooh,
Does
a
16...
16 does not get through its defenses. Its carapace is too hard.
All right, well, now I know what that is, and I had to apply the die before finding out. All right, so I will follow up with the 9 life stealer. And
All
I'm
right,
just
but
going to miss.
yeah, you're gonna let that miss. Okay, both blades dance across the surface of the creature's carapace. Garuda, to you.
Question. Since he has me grappled, do I count
No
as a...
disadvantage. Yeah, you don't have any disadvantage or anything because it is not. You're not restrained, but you are in melee with him.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
Oh, do I count as a held object?
Do you count as a held object?
Yeah.
Yeah, for disarming strike, for
Yeah,
sure. I
yeah.
would say that you count as a held object.
Dope. I'm gonna do that then. Disarm
Okay.
strike with a +1 bullet on my pistol.
Okay.
That's not sharpshooter. I did not mean to press sharpshooter. I'm just so used to pressing it. Did not mean
All
to
right,
press
you
sharpshooter.
did shout it before I could see the dice roll, so that brings it roll up to a 12, 13. Does not hit. This sparks off of its hide.
Fair enough. One more time.
Oh.
There we go.
Yeah, you have disarmed him because you blasted off his arm.
Alright.
Yeah, it flies free of his body, and you drop to the ground. It lets out a howl and a scream that sounds like 1,000 angry cicadas. And his whole body turns into a hollow husk, similar to a cicada.
Did I kill it?
You killed it.
Oh. Oh, dope then.
There's little guys in the hallway.
All
We can go
right.
kill them now. You have movement.
Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Oh, and I was still want to draw a ASP,
Okay.
regular ASP, and shoot one of the little guys. See what happens.
Yeah, it just explodes into a pile of green shit.
Dope. That'll be my turn.
All right. This one, realizing, oh, hey, this is a good, he is going to run away.
But Mario stops.
But Mario stops him.
Right. Unless you want to pursue this fleeing closet, I have nothing left to fight you with. Do you want to
I don't know.
chase?
That closet might alert things.
Oh, 100% for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely go kill it.
Okay, I'll go kill it.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bonus action dashing.
Okay. And Davian, I don't know if you did a follow-up save against the poison. It's DC 14 Constitution.
Oh, I did not.
Okay.
Hey.
There you go.
12. I can't see it. Oh, I can just barely see it.
Which one are you talking about? That you
The
can
closet.
see? Oh.
Where did it
The
go?
The one over here this is just a pile of poops on the desk from earlier.
No, I think it was this one, and that's not a closet. I can't see it, guys. Where'd it go?
It might be invisible. It might be shimmering.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
Attack the shimmer.
Do I see anything shimmering?
You would have to use a search action to see if you could locate it.
Fine. I guess that's what I'll do.
Okay. Ooh, that is a really good perception, and you're pretty darn sure that it is literally at your feet.
Oh. I'm gonna say I'm
All on
standing
top
on it,
of
guys.
Your miniature and its miniature are
She-
currently overlaid with each other
Did she
because
free action sit down and sit on it?
I mean you could always fall prone for free. I don't know if you want.
Okay, sure. I'll try and
Oh,
smush it.
All right. Let's see.
I'm like flavor-wise, I'm tackling it.
Okay. Yeah. So as you sit down, it was definitely not expecting a woman to sit on it today. Honestly, as nice as that sounds, whoever is expecting that to happen. All right, it is going to make a dexterity save to see if it could get out of the way because it was not expecting this. And in the fan fictions that I've read, Afra does have a little junk in the trunk going on. But as you sit that booty down, you kind of hear it sort of like kind of scamper out of the way. All right.
That's where I am.
Okay.
Follow me.
All right, Jenna, to you.
Has it been 2 rounds? No, I moved here.
This would be the second round. Your fingy's still stinging from that poisonous bite.
You can punt it into the wall.
And the one sorcerer out there that took what was it? Careful? No. Silent spell. Subtle spell is just laughing in subtle spell. Yeah.
That's fine because
I have seen subtle spell used one time in a super dope way. Remember when Voxus was trapped in ice, right? And then even though they were trapped in ice, they were still able to cast spells. That was dope as hell.
That was dope.
All right.
Well, I'm still gonna just laugh in superior class, and
Okay.
I'm gonna throw one of my forks at it.
Okay.
I'm gonna cover my head.
Afra's telling you where it is. It's right next to me. So you're going to try to hit anything in the space that's not Afra. So this will be at disadvantage, but I will say that you are attacking the correct space.
I mean, it's a dagger, so it's not an improv, but you can just throw them.
Oh, right? No, I was just saying because it's invisible, you would still be a disadvantage. But a 16 hits. You hear a from the creature. And you see the dagger sort of floating in the air. The tip has disappeared into something.
It's what you get, you little fucker.
All right, Davian, you're up. The real boss is still alive. A dagger impaled in its belly.
It's a kitchen fork, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
It also counts as magical, so don't reduce that damage.
Oh, I didn't. It's hanging on to that last 1 or 2 hit points. Davian, AoE is probably the best way to go.
No.
You got a fireball or a grenade. So.
When you put it like that, it just makes
makes things so much simpler.
I'm gonna chill touch the whatever.
You have to see it to do chill touch, yeah? It's still invisible.
Chill touch the fork, and then it would cross over to the closet.
As cool as that is, I don't want to bring too much science into 5th edition. You know what I mean?
Don't you damage my fork.
It's cold. You're just chilling the salad fork. Come on.
Plus, chill touch actually does necrotic damage because it's got a stupid name.
Yeah.
It should be called like ghoul touch or something, but
it should.
Yeah.
Ghost touch.
Ghost touch. That's way better. You're so good at naming things.
You know what? I'm just gonna
you know
dash.
what it should be called is force choke.
Oh, but then people would wonder why it didn't do force damage.
I guess that's true.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna dash to here.
Or how about this one, big brain, necrotic touch.
Whoa! Wow. and we're done. Okay. All right. So you're gonna move. You're just gonna move over there.
I mean, yeah.
With your dash action, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna attack generally the location where it is. There's a dagger sticking out of it. You should be able to do this.
I don't have an attack. I dashed.
Oh, okay. I
You're
didn't know if you
rogue.
had a. I thought you had rogue cunning action.
Only Rogue One with this character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
It makes me sad too.
Judgment sounds. All right, Pietro.
All right. Let's see.
I mean, I assume it's going to run, and I have Sentinel, so even if it disengages, I'm getting an attack on.
You cannot attack an invisible creature with an opportunity attack.
Okay, so
Oh.
I will.
Shit.
What?
Well, but if it attacks something, won't it become visible?
Yeah. I have purview to this creature's mind. It has no intention of attacking anybody. Yeah, it's gonna pull
Alright.
it's gonna pull that dagger out and it gonna run away.
I'm going to store my scimitars, draw my hand crossbow, and I will shoot at the just above the fork.
Okay. You fire around the tiny bean pole that is Jenna towards Afra. Let's see the attack.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oh, all right. Let's
What happened
find
to my
out.
hand crossbow?
Well, a lot of different things could happen. Let's find out. Let's see. It could go around the beanpole, through the beanpole. Let's see. Momentary confusion. Okay, I'd say there's enough crazy stuff going on. You will not get your proficiency bonus on your next attack roll. That's all. So,
Okay.
you go to take the shot, and Jenna kind of shifts, to get out of the way, but actually moves into the way. So you kind of like jerk the bow back, and then it hits the bolt hits the ceiling, and it bounces off and almost hits Jenna. It's a whole thing. Not as many bounces as Disney's anthropomorphic Robin Hood when they shot the crossbow bolt. It made me laugh so much when I was a kid. Anyways, it doesn't hit. Seeing that it needs to prove its worth, the tiny monkey, which is no longer a tiny monkey, attacks from invisible. So here we go. Well, that's definitive. Okay. So you see your tiny creature appear from invisibility. Its tail stinger thrusts through the chest and heart of this other little creature. Imps and quasits are mortal enemies, as it were. So this was no chore for this guy. So he stabs it through. It appears just in time to die and turn into stinky green poop. All right, shaking off his tail, he moves over, and then item interaction begins to eat the poop.
Thanks for more,
Oh.
Mario.
All right.
I was gonna high five you, but
He looks
never
up
mind.
at you, his little simian face just covered in quasit deposit. And it just smiles with his rows and rows of needle-like teeth.
Oh, do I get a saving throw against the poison?
Yeah. At the
Okay.
end of every turn, it's a DC 14 to get over the poison. Yeah, all right. The blood of heroes, years of drinking troll's blood, whatever, works, processes the poison out of your body. And with that, you have bested all of the monsters that I had available.
God. All right, time to do a bunch of nerd stuff.
Yeah.
Can I try and recover my two silver bolts that I've popped
Yeah.
off?
Oh yeah, for sure. Just do like a odd or even on them to see if they got busted or not. But you
All
should,
right, evens.
Okay.
Weird question.
All right, they're gone.
You can check for each one if you want. It's fine.
Did anyone loot the basilisk?
I mean, that was the same.
All right, so I
bet.
lost.
You could go loot it. I'm gonna ritual cast comprehend languages, and then I'm gonna start going through this desk.
Okay. Fair enough.
Go ahead and take a short rest, guys. I
There's
wouldn't
also the
advise
matter of
eating the meat.
There's also the matter of the prisoners.
we'll
Or do
figure
you
them
wanna-
out. I'm pretty sure we're gonna find out about them in these notes. So
Okay.
I want to look over this
I'll
devil.
stretch out on Tiger Rug and take a hour-long nap.
Wait, I'm here alone. Never mind. I'm going with the team. I'm sorry. I don't want to be alone.
Could I search the hearth to see if there's any hidden compartments or anything?
Search the who?
Hearth.
The hearth? Yeah. Afra looked at the hearth in the kitchen. You could look at this one. Same deal. It burns abnormally hot and seems to be using briquettes of some sort. But you can do an actual investigation to see if there's any secret passages or stuff hidden in there. Not that you could tell. Seems the only thing unusual about it is the fuel source itself. All right. So, as you pour over these notes, the situation here is that these devils have been contracted to work for a noble succubus whose name translates to the letter X. That is the only name that is mentioned about the noble succubus, is that it is referred to essentially in these contracts as X. So there's a part during the hour of reading where you see some more personal notes, disagreements about closets, and essentially the closets were brought in as punishment because one of the bearded devils stepped out of line. So their imp cooks were all taken upstairs and they were given closet cooks instead, which was a big step down. Closets being beings of psychotic evil, imps being beings of manipulative evil. So who would you rather have making your dinner, I guess? The prisoners are generally just fed once in a while, enough to keep them alive, and usually they're fed other prisoners. It's a pretty disgusting situation. The prisoners are individuals who have either attracted the succubus's attentions and then she grew bored of them, people who tried to stand against her, or just people she didn't like very much. A special punishment is to pretend that they're being saved and then recapturing them. So sometimes they'll leave the gates unlocked. Sometimes they'll leave the keys within easy grasp. So they have been told essentially to torture these people as needed. The um, Bone Devil is essentially called in for consultations on torture and running the prison appropriately. They probably overstepped when they summoned him to help defend the prison, so more than likely favors got called in. The basilisk is used on particularly troublesome prisoners that the lady wants essentially, X wants a example made of people. So if they get too rowdy or too rambunctious or too Braveheart, like, oh, they'll never take our freedom. They bring in the basilisk and turn somebody to stone, basically. Yeah. As far as the individuals that are in there, is there anybody of note? Let's see. There is a human man named Nicodemus. Nicodemus was some sort of investigator who was digging into the mystery of Lord Daggerford's death, and I guess he got too close and was captured and then placed down here. when trying to figure out why she didn't practically, use practicality and kill all these people, you refer back to the torture is fun section of the notes. Let's see. There is a mercenary by the name of Justin. Yes, these names come to you from the Ed Greenwood original naming conventions of Forgotten Realms characters. Justin was a normal name in Forgotten Realms over 25 years ago. Now everybody's name is like, gosh, I don't know, Braden or whatever. Yeah, it's weird. There are a couple of ladies, well, more than a couple, that are down there. Let's see. There was a woman named Garnet. She essentially was a servant in the house who discovered what was going on and was subsequently brought down here. Let's see. There is a lady named Kaylin. She is a half-elf. She was a call girl, essentially, that had attracted the attention of X, and then X grew bored of that person, so they were brought down here. All right. There is, let's see, checking my notes. There is a human named Rishal Doman, and Rishal Doman is from the southern part of the region, kind of like exotic traveling type person. She was a mage who was apprenticed under Lady Daggerford, or as you kind of reread the notes, was apprenticing. Wait, the one where you're teaching someone else magic, basically. You're not sure which it is. As you kind of like parse like the weirdness of it, you realize that they were trading spells, a practice that wizards will sometimes do. This confirms your belief, Jenna, that whatever is masquerading as Lady Daggerford is, in fact, a fully trained spellcaster. Now, Rishal Doman, or sorry, Rishal Dodom was turned to stone, but she is currently in the prison area.
Alright, guys, sorry, I gotta go.
Oh, right, yeah.
Sorry. I hate to do this, so you put out some great information, Crash.
Get out of here, you traitor.
Sorry. Later, boys,
All right.
and have a
Bye.
See you, Gruda.
Fill you in on